want more do? Nothing. When I fear corona, hunger virus pass coronavirus. So, what do?
It's M. Josh on the beat.
Inna, and inna. You can't claim you're done now. I see they go for the can. Josh. For the matter, nobody wanna talk or put you for the matter. Then they believe you say tomorrow he go better because some get food to chop them till them be yoga. For the matter, nobody they say for now overnight. If you just stand up, matter for the matter. I got done the man too, madam done the man too. Problem somewhere. Trouble somewhere. Problem don't happen with us coronavirus. Problem don't happen with kill pass virus. Them say make the poor man no go out. Them say make the poor man sit at home. Them say make the poor man no go out. Some be don't come out for road. Some be don't come out for street. Some be don't donate the people. My people suffer. My people hunger. They no get the food. They no get the light. They no get the money. My people come cry. They no fit stay. Hunger too much. But $30 don't donate 1 billion. Aliko Dangote donate 2 billion. Dr. Paul Lenche don't donate 2 billion. Atiku Abubakar donate 50 million. But hunger won't kill my people. Hey, poor man no see thank God. After Samed Rabi you donate 1 billion. How about we go donate 1 billion? Hey. Thank God, no rich poor man. Hey. Hunger won't kill Nigerians. For the matter, nobody want to talk about for the matter. They can believe we say tomorrow they go better because some get food to chop them kill them be yoga. Audio government, audio president, audio ministers, audio senators, audio government, audio president, audio governors, audio commissioners. My people suffer for nothing. My people die for hunger. My people suffer for nothing. My people sit at home. Audio promises. Corona no kill Nigerians. Zombie killing Nigerians. Hunger killing Nigerians. NNPC donate 11 billion. GTB donate 1 billion. Access Bank donate 1 billion. Senate Bank donate 1 billion. Billion. So, poor man go see thank God. Chimovia donate 1 billion. Segun Abache donate 1 billion. Two-Face Idibia can donate 10 million. Plenty people don't donate plenty billions. It don't happen. Shine your eye. Some big person for war. Some big by people for area. Hunger don't show people big. Hunger don't give people yawa. Die. You to die in every day. Why rich man donate to government? This donation no make sense. Why rich man no donate to poor? Why rich man no go give the poor? Audio government, audio president. For the matter, nobody they say now overnight. If they just stand up, matter for the matter. I got on the other man. But $30 don't donate 1 billion. Aliko Dangote donate 2 billion. Dr. Paul Lenche don't donate 2 billion. Atiku Abubakar donate 50 million. But hunger won't kill my people. Hey, poor man no see thank God. After Samed Rabi you donate 1 billion. How about we go donate 1 billion? Can't cover no rich poor man. Hunger one kill Nigerians. For the matter, nobody wanna talk about for the matter. They can't believe say tomorrow he go better because some get food to chop them feel them be yoga. Oh yes, be yoga. For the matter, nobody they safe now overnight. You better stand up matter for the matter. I got done the man to madam done the man to. Some be don't come out for road, some be don't come out for street, some be don't they beat the people. My people suffer, my people hunger, they no get the food, they no get the light, they no get the money. My people come. Papa, what do you want to do? Nothing. When I fear corona, hunger virus pass coronavirus. What do?
It's M. Josh on the beat.
Inna, and inna. You can't claim you're done now. I see they go for the can. Josh. For the matter, nobody wanna talk or put you for the matter. Then they believe you say tomorrow he go better because some get food to chop them feel them be yoga. Oh, yeah, she be yoga. For the matter, nobody they safe now overnight. You better stand up matter for the matter. I got done the man to, madam done the man to. Problem somewhere. Trouble somewhere. Problem don't happen with us coronavirus. Problem don't happen with kill pass virus. Them say make the poor man no go out. Them say make the poor man sit at home. Them say make the poor man no go out. Some be don't come out for road. Some be don't come out for street. Some be don't go meet the people. My people suffer. My people hunger. They no get the food. They no get the light. They no get the money. My people come cry. They no fit stay. Hunger too much. But $30 don't donate 1 billion. Aliko Dangote donate 2 billion. Dr. Paul Lenche don't donate 2 billion. Atiku Abubakar donate 50 million. But hunger won't kill my people. Hey, poor man no see ten kobo. Abdul Samed Rabi you donate 1 billion. How about we go donate 1 billion? Can't cover no rich poor man. Hey, hunger one kill Nigerians. For the matter, nobody wanna talk about for the matter. They can't believe you say tomorrow he go better because some get food to chop them feel them be yoga. Oh yes, she be yoga. Audio government, audio president, audio ministers, audio senators, audio government, audio president, audio governors, audio commissioners. My people suffer for nothing. My people die for hunger. My people suffer for nothing. My people sit at home. Audio promises. Corona no kill Nigerians. Zombie killing Nigerians. Hunger killing Nigerians. NNPC donate 11 billion. GTB donate 1 billion. Access Bank donate 1 billion. Senate Bank donate 1 billion. Billion. So, poor man no see ten kobo. Chimovia donate 1 billion. Segun Abache donate 1 billion. Two-Face Idibia can donate 10 million. Plenty people don't donate plenty billions. It don't happen. Shine your eye. Some big shoot person for worry. Some big buy people for area. Hunger don't show people big. Hunger don't give people yawa. Die. You to die in every day. Why rich man donate to government? This donation no make sense. Why rich man no donate to poor? Why rich man no go give the poor? Audio government, audio president. Oh, let's see me for the matter. Nobody they safe now overnight. You better stand up for the matter. But $30 don't donate to 1 billion. Aliko Tango they donate to 2 billion. Dr. Paul Nenche don't donate to 2 billion. Atiku Abubakar donate to 50 million. But hunger won't kill my people. Hey, poor man no see ten kobo. After Samed Rabi you donate to 1 billion. How about we go donate to 1 billion? Ten kobo no rich poor man. Hey, hunger won't kill Nigerians. For the matter, nobody want to talk about for the matter. They can believe say tomorrow he go better because I'm get food to chop the feel them be yoga. For the matter, nobody they safe now overnight. You better stand up for the matter. Agatandi the man to Madam Damdi the man to. Some people don't come out for road. Some people don't come out for street. Some people don't beat the people. My people suffer. My people hunger. They no get the food. They no get the light. They no get the money. My people come cry. They know if stay. Hunger too much.
Jewish mix.
At Area 1 Junction in the metropolis.
It's M. Josh on the beat.
What do? Josh? Huh? Ino, and they know. That's so. I'm gonna get up.
Why are we sweating like Christmas food? Can't NEPA give us light?
My dear, NEPA doesn't give us light, though. That's why I say we no go better for all Nigerian politicians and leaders who don't lead us since 1960. Ashe, this nation lack direction. The politicians go to confusion. Abomination done to tradition. Abomination done to tradition. Nigeria leaders them confused like people who don't go low. They go their abada say they fight corruption. I'm gonna get up. People will not get primary certificate, oh, them the rule professors, oh. They go ya abada say they fight corruption, oh. Hunger there, insurgency there, insecurity everywhere, oh. They go ya abada say they fight corruption, oh. La 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 la. And when they don't ready to, wine Nigerians, and they rewind Nigerians and composition Nigerians, then you will see them appear with their smiling gutter media. By then, they will come appear for front of your television and they tell you rubbish stuff. And this is the news headline of the day. EFCC recovers $321 million Abacha loot. Another $319 million looted funds discovered by EFCC. Suppose $500 million Abacha loot recovered by EFCC missing. They discover Abacha loot. Them recover Abacha loot. Abachaluto, all Abachaluto, Abachaluto, see Abachaluto, Abachaluto, discover Abachaluto, discover Abachaluto, here is Abachaluto, because we know see Abachaluto, Abachaluto. What go? Josh. Eno, and I'm gonna get up. After 33 years of intensive research, Director General of Raw Material Research and Development Council of Nigeria, he don't stop say Nigeria, it don't finally discover machine with
we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise. Your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it come this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. Sorrow to turn on support, nay, Germany, we see la Chineke like a room in the to turn in the way to the
It's M. Josh on the beat.
It's time to break loose from the chains. It's time for our freedom. Cause we can never let them negotiate our freedom. No. Hundreds of years is gone. No Messiah came for the black man. Told us that Jesus died for us, for the black man still they suffer. The truth we say, Africa will rise at the right time, and the time we're waiting for is right now. No one can hold the truth for a long time. Oh no. So stay awake. The sun is risen from the east, and the Messiah you're waiting is right here. And no one is gonna try to stop that. I can hear a great call for justice. Freedom. Let the sun rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, song of salvation. Freedom. Let Africa rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom. Free Nnamdi Kanu.
All right. The title of the article is: Do you want to know what a scam is? That is the question. Now, a scam is having the Bible translated into Swahili, Igbo, Yoruba, Zulu, Taswana, Ndebele, and every other African language, but having zero scientific book translated into a single African language. That is a conspiracy. That is a trap, and that is a scam. Someone who can be scammed with the same trick over and over again for decades upon decades is considered a fool, and their gullibility and lack of critical thinking make them willing participants in their own demise. I have walked into different libraries and I have seen university science books translated into Chinese, Russian, Portuguese, French, German, Spanish, and so forth. I have seen Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill translated into French. I have seen the Japanese version of A Man's Search for Meaning. I have seen a Spanish version of The Alchemist. I have seen the Korean version of The Art of War. All these books, I have seen them in various languages, but not in any African language. You will never find a church in Africa where the English-speaking preacher would not have a native translator next to them doing the translation. Here's where the scam comes in. You also will never find a school in Africa where the English-speaking teacher will be having a native translator next to them translating chemistry, physics, mathematics, geography, economics, etc. to the students. I have seen many science books translated into various languages, but none in any African language. The Chinese are taught mathematics in Chinese. The Japanese are taught engineering in Japanese. They are all taught finance, astrophysics, medicine, accounting, geology, management, government, and so on in their languages. The only book that Africans have had in their language is the Bible. And the only time Africans have something translated to them in their language is in a church. Important historical facts. Only member of the human race who has been brainwashed to think that his ancestors bequeathed him with a curse that has prevented him from attaining aspired goals and life desires. Almost every misfortune he encounters on earth is the fault of some ancestors who must be bound and cast with the fire of the Holy Ghost in Jesus' name. The white people don't have terrible ancestors who have done terrible things. No, it's only the black ancestors. Over the years, the black ancestors have been so vilified by Christians, they pay tithes, stay up all night, fast and pray to destroy the African ancestor in the name of Jesus. The black ancestor is so wicked, he cursed his own kids. Having cursed his ancestors who gave him life, the black man is roaming around the world like a tortoise without a shell. He has no backbone, zero identity, thus no race respects him. He is lynched in Malaysia, incarcerated in Cambodia. He is shot like a dog in the streets of America. In Europe, he cleans the white man's shit and they spit on him. Why wouldn't they? A man who hates himself and despises his roots deserves no respect for whatsoever. John Hawkins was a foremost English slave trader, a thief, and by contemporary moral standards, he can as well be called a terrorist. John Hawkins made 3 trips to West Africa in the 1560s and stole Africans, whom he sold to the Spanish in America. On returning to England after the first trip, his profit was so handsome that Queen Elizabeth I became interested in directly participating in his next venture, and she provided for that purpose a ship named Jesus. Hawkins left with Jesus to steal some more Africans, and he returned to England with such dividends that Queen Elizabeth made him a knight. Hawkins chose as his coat of arms the representation of an African in chains. Please, am I still audible?
You are.
Thank you. I'm going further. Today, the generations of Hawkins and Queen Elizabeth I are alive and enjoying life from the proceeds of their evil ancestors. They don't demonize their ancestors despite their active involvement in the greatest evil humanity has ever witnessed. Both individuals sanctioned rape, kidnapping, and mass murder, but their children don't bear ancestral curses like black Africans. You'll be hard-pressed to see a member of the British airline publicly denounce slavery. If that is wrong, please point that to me. Isn't it time to emancipate yourself from mental slavery, O ye Negro? If ancestral a 3-minute read, and I'll take my time to read it to you guys.
A lot of things. you resemble the general Igbo. Are they Ndoki Igbo people?
We are quite different from Igbo people. Like our food, you get soup what they call folakazo. So that folakazo, they know us. They know Ndokas. People were like folakazo. Anywhere we will go, they like when they hear saying I'm Ndoke people. They like bring that folakazo. We like gare, and with folakazo, that is our own native soup as Ndoke people.
Okay, apart from that soup, folakazo, what thing really make you different from the general Igbo people?
Our language too, they different from Igbo people. If you speak Ndokena, Anambra person no go here, or Enugu, we get our own language, but we do hear every language, but and when Asusu Ndoke. Okay. Nah, so.
Okay. If you speak that Ndoki, like use and communicate with me now. Make our viewers, because I'm not saying my viewers, you get people who never hear Ndoki before.
Okay. The Ndoke language now. Ebiala. Ele Ainasu. Ebiala. Ebiala means welcome. Welcome. But I say Ebiala. Na general Igbo as a whole, Igbo say Uno Biala Uno Biala Ema. Those Anambra language, we are not used to them, and we know our own is Ebiala. Jesus! Ahayoke means what is your name? In Igbo, Anaju, Afage, Ogene. But in Ndoke, Ahayoke. So
No problem.
Okay, if you with Ndoki, but the Ndoki way they talk, now language have been a dialect.
Now dialect.
Really? Dialect of what?
Ndoke.
You think say they white?
No. You can have I mean, you say, okay, you say Ndoki na language or his own. You know, concern Igbo.
Yeah, no concern Igbo.
You know you
Many
can be
Igbo people
prosecuted for that.
here. Well, like Chia. Igbo they call Chia, Oche. We they call Agada. Ndoki they call Oche, Agada.
Funke.
If you visit anybody now for this Ndoki, what do they take note? Butere Agada.
Okay. Okay. If you want, okay, what do they call house for Ndoki language?
Olo.
What do they call car?
Ihe ọgbụgba. Anyị na-akpọ ihe ọgbụgba.
Okay. What do they call water?
Mini.
What do they call food?
Erimeri.
If you want a person, come chop.
Bịa rie ihe.
If you want a person, if you want say, I want go marry.
M chọrọ ịga ịlụ nwaanyị.
If you want a person, say, where are you going to?
Ị gaje nke ole?
If you want a person, say, I don't like what you're doing.
Like ihe ị na-eme.
Speak it in Ndoki language.
Na mbidi Ndoki now.
Speak it again.
Like ihe ị na-eme.
Like or English or
okay, like
speak. I don't like what you're doing.
Nchọ ihe ahụ ị na-eme. Nchọ ihe ahụ ị na-eme. Kwụsị ime ihe ahụ ị na-eme.
This is Ndoki language.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with Igbo.
No.
70 years old man.
Okay. I go like learn Ndoki.
It's a very good language to learn. A very, very good.
Senior man.
It's a very good language to learn. Very, very, very sweet. If you know yourself, very sweet.
Okay, man. I just enjoy it. Thank you, Baba. So, but here, how many market days when I get?
Market days. I want to. Now, that market days, I want to.
How many times would they tell you?
We speak together with the general Igbo people.
We are not Igbo.
No problem.
It's not that we are not Igbo.
And what are you?
But our own language is different from the many Igbo people. It's not that we don't hear that Igbo people. We hear them.
If Ngwa man, you know Ngwa, obviously.
Now they are married now.
If Ungwaman tells you no people, what you tell them?
Ungwaman cannot tell me say no be Igbo.
But you know they speak Igbo. If Ungwana language, Ungwa they speak Ungwa now.
Ungwa they get, that is why I tell you, Ungwa get their own language.
You know where they call Eza? Eza for Ebonyi State?
No. I don't know there.
Okay, you know where they call Usuka for Enugu State?
Yes.
If Usuka man speak, you go hear him.
Why? I go hear them.
Usuka.
Yes. But not all. I feel no hear all. But me, I feel speak my own in to no go hear.
You lie. What be that your own? Speak and make I know.
Okay,
okay. Now him now waiting. Nandoki they speak since.
Outside now I met.
This is in a way they speak now. Nandoki. Okay, this is Nandoki another strange language. But I hear them.
No, you go here in Ndoke, but not be all. You get deep Ndoke.
Which deep? You speak that deep.
Even we. Like
you know they even hear that one.
Continue. No, it's not that why I hear these people now can speak that deep.
Okay, you know go speak them.
Their own language.
What you can hold for hand? They tell me this thing. This is in a way we discuss. What you hold for hand? Speak that thing.
But anyway, we speak the same Ndoke and Ndoke. From Okoloma till Yobe, Afamuku, Afamonte, Beru. If on a part of Abia State, one Ndoke.
Okay, all right. But make we stop for here. The next day we will come. Maybe we will come when they go in January. Yeah. We will come meet a day. No whether not the same day when have people, because I know the they do a day.
Not be this type.
Waiting, how now they do on our own? Tell us.
How will they do it? Maybe say during time of that.
Waiting be the major attraction for the festival. Tell us.
Hi. You get plenty attraction. You get plenty attraction.
Tell us the major one.
During that time, Ikawa, K. George, Diretivo, Uru, Nchunde, this Nchuane, may just limb. Or when I'm on dry in the media or a group, which every Bomara, what is a group? We and the Popo people all just we there like the same thing. So it just let one time. Like in Ayama here, we do our own every March. Other community when their own month, and one the name December, and one the name January, and one the name April. Why?
I say near John from an offer onye jia. Chukwu okike abịama. Chukwu na afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo. Chukwu mara onye aka ya dị ọcha na onye obi ya dị ọcha. Nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ, nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ, mana ọfọ mara onye ji ya. Ụkpaka na-agba n'udo mmiri ọ chụrụ ọzụọ. Gaa n'ogwe omechi ụzọ osi mpịara na-azụ ụmụ igiriga ọgụ nke mmụọ. Ọ gịnị ka m ga-etu gị ka o zuolo gị? Asị m n'oge akara aka eluo ịbụ mmụọ ka mmụọ, ibe ka ibe. Chukwu okike onye obiọma sị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ niile m na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ. Oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ. Mmụọ niile m na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye elu. Tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra. Asị m n'ọnwụ unu nwoke bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba aka ji ọfọ Igbo. Ọzọ eme nte eme ime, ọsị m nọ ya nọ n'etiti unu taa. Ọsọ unu binye enu n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie asị m gị binye. Mmụọ na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo asị m gị binye. Otu ọfọ ji eje ọgụ asị m unu binye. Ọfọ ndị Igbo niile asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị mmiri asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị ikuku asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị nwanyị na-ebe asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị idodi Igbo na-eme asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị amambara asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri ndị aba asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị ala Igbo niile asị m gị binye. eze nwaanyị ọgba asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị Anike Wawa asị m gị binye oke arụsị na n'ike o jụrụ nwaanyị aga anị asị m gị binye n'oge akara aka eluo igirigi ọgụ mmụọ asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọkwa nwa dike asị m dododo unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike ọ ya ka m ji akpọ unu n'isi ọhamadike bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya nwa bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile ụkpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya asị m unu binye n'isi ya nye ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike napụta ya na Eke napụta ya na Orie napụta ya na Afọ napụta ya na Nkwọ asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Maazị Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga napụta Nnamdi Kanu na Eke napụta ya na Orie napụta ya na Afọ napụta ya na Nkwọ asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lacha Chukwu okike abịa ama onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị Eke n'ala Igbo asị m na Eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ Eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe Oke ga-eketara ya ndụ Oke ga-eketara ya Biafra Oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe Oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro kegbuoro ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta Ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra ndị iro ya ga-anọ n'ụra ọkwa na ekwe osu asị m gịnị bụ Ekwensu asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị iro ga-anọ n'ụra ọha nwa bụ Ekwensu asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma asị m ọ bịara igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri ọnụ niile kọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha osisi abụrụ oturu ga-emeche wee kwele onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu aga asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ osisi ahụ fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe asị m ikuku futuo gị anya ọbụla fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya onye fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị Chukwu okike abịa ama asị m na mberede nyiri dike mberede ka o ji amawa dike asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dịghị ukwu ose elu na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu na ọkwado nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha amafụ ya anya asị m na-eje anaba isi ije asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụrụ eje nkụ asị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmiri asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga tụnye ugo ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri tụnye ugo n'elu ugo nye ike n'elu ike nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu na efufe unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo n'ofufe a sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa mkpụrụ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ha nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo ka ha nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra ka ha nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri ndị nwe ikuku ndị nwe anyanwụ mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra asị m unu binyenu asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ ọkwa na unu ga-aga bụori ahịa ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule asị m dododo igirigi ọgụ mmụọ eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya. Asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu, asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee lie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu Okike abịa ama. Aja n'Igbo niile.
Ise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Nwachineke from Alo province of Biafra land. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, onto this hallowed platform to listen to the gospel of emancipation, the gospel of freedom, the gospel of liberation. This is what we preach here. Today is the first day of September, being Thursday, 2022. Please draw nearer to your listening devices, as usual, because here what we preach is undiluted message. We are not politically correct here for your information, so that before you suffer of heart attack, we don't dilute the message. Once we are behind this microphone, I tell you, another thing possesses us. That is the reality. Therefore, what we are doing is freedom fighting. We are not doing freedom joking or freedom playing. It is freedom fighting. We fight for the freedom. It is normal. Freedom is taken, it is not given. That is why we say it as it is. Raw truth. Even if it is insult, we insult ourselves into awakening. Do you understand? We are tired of black is beautiful. Oh, give them powder. They tell you they take powder. No. And we are dying, going into oblivion as black people. Tell me, in any place in this world, in this planet Earth, any country, tell me which country, whether in Africa or any other place, where black people are number one above others. No. Everywhere they are relegated to the lowest cadre. As a people, as a group, as a people. Do you understand? Do you know that, I've said it here. In one island in India, it is an island, an open zoo, where black people are still occupying. They left them there. They are still, scavenging as early men. They call it sentinel. A brother sent me the video, and I have seen it anyway. I've said it here in this platform several times. Sentinel. Is it Island of Sentinel or that? These are black people in India, the island. These are black people that are still, they are still as a primitive as when human beings were at the primary stage of humanity, about tens of thousands of years back. Even they have to rely on natural cause like lightning to strike a place so that they light, so that they can make light. And that fire, to make fire. And that fire, they will keep on living it, they keep on, so that it doesn't quench. Because to light another fire is a problem. Do you know that? That is why, I'm sick and tired of using nice words on us. Just like when you have a problem, a wound that's supposed to be sold, That's supposed to, you're supposed to dress it well and put medicine, even if it pains you. Now you start happy, it will rotten. That leg, that wound will rotten. It will develop gangrene. We have reached a stage whereby we don't need to pamper ourselves any longer. We see that even pampering is one of the, political pampering is one of the weapons being used by others against black race. Oh, black is beautiful. Oh, no. There is one statement, Sadhguru, who I respect. Is a figure, an enlightened man. He said, there's something he was saying. He said, like when during the war in South Sudan, that they are doing nothing. They are just supplying weapons for blacks to kill themselves. Instead, they go to all these Hollywood and the politicians and the influential people or celebrities. They will go and take picture with a black child in Sudan, because the way he said it, he said because black children are trophy treasures. Oh, you see a white man or woman holding and feeding a black child dying of hunger, and the video will go around the world. A poor African child. Oh, they are poor. Help them. Feed them. They are hungry. That is what you always hear or see in the news. I'm sick and tired of that rubbish. United Nations is helping black Africans, feeding them because there is hunger. People that cannot feed them, feed them. The war in Ukraine, because they cannot feed themselves, is making Africans hungry. It has been the world trademark. We need to say no and change the narrative. That is what we do here. It doesn't matter how you feel. Because whether you are a billionaire black person, whether you are a PhD holder, they see you the same thing. Do you understand? Everybody the same thing. It is a high time we tell ourselves the truth and earn our respect. Respect is earned in this world, not by begging. Every time, they are feeding Africans. Let me tell you, there should be no poor country. Do you understand what I said? There should be no poor country. If there should be poor countries, Japan should have been one of the poorest countries in this world. Japan. Do you hear me? Are you listening to me? It is a high time we earn respect. Do you know why I say Japan should have been one of the poorest countries in the world? If there should be a poor country. Because Japan, they don't have any natural resources. And they live in a place, in the part of the world where natural catastrophe is endemic. Earthquake, tsunami, name it, tornado, everything is in Japan. Just like as it is in Haiti. Do you understand? But they have their brains. They have their brains, and Japan, they build skyscrapers that are able to resist earthquakes. This is a human brain. They didn't get it through prayers. Hear me. Do you understand me? They didn't get it through praying 5 times a day in a mosque. Neither 1,000 times a week in the churches. They use their brain. They started using that thing that nature gives to them. That is what we try to stimulate here, so that we start reasoning. In an era of reason, the era of awakening started by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the black race. Europeans, Caucasians, they have done their own. Therefore, we are in our own era of awakening, so that we use our brain. Era of reason. That thing you think is common. Common sense is not common. It's not something that is common anyway. It is common because it could be obtainable everywhere. But it's the most important thing. as a human being. The same way the oxygen you breathe every day, you don't even know the value until they start fixing oxygen for you artificially in a hospital. That time you should be thankful to nature. That after all, oxygen that you commonize, you don't even know that it's not common anyway. That is how it is. Says, oh, the most important thing in life is the commonest thing. Do you know that? I was watching some astronauts, documentary of some astronauts, people that have stayed some more than 1 year in the space. You know, he said, one of them, she said something. He said, look, you know what I miss? I miss my earth. Where you feel breeze touching you. Breeze, wind, breeze, ikuku, touching you. Now you feel the order of things, the order of nature. Now you know that you are on this beautiful planet. All those things, you don't see it in space. But we commonize them. We don't know the value. You don't know the value of something until you miss it. That is the reality. Therefore, common sense is not common. Here we are trying to poke that brain that produces common sense, which Africans have not been using. They thought that it is useless. That is why they will tell you, poor African countries. Let me tell you, there should never be any poor country in this world. Do you want me to repeat it? There should never be any poor country, no matter how, in this world. As long as people, it is a congregation of people. It is made up of human beings. It doesn't matter, even if it is deserts. You see Dubai, United Arab Emirates is one giant example. Do you know that if UAE is an African country, oh, they will be dying of hunger. United Nations will be calling for aid to whom it may concern, please. Africans are dying. You know, they will give example. Climate change is killing, because of droughts. So it's a desert region. They don't have anything. So help them. But do you see how United Arab Emirates, they take the bull by the horn. They say we are human beings. We can make it. We can do it. Look at in Africa. They will give example. They will give excuses with everything. Climate change. It is desertification. No, it is this and that. Rain is falling too much. No, sun is too much. No, there is no sun at all. Everything will be excuse for Africans, for their failure. But look at all these countries, you couple countries in Africa. Just have you taken your time? Watch their presidents. Watch their heads of states in their motorcades. They go with the highest cars. The best, highest cars. If they tell you the amount, the price. But these are countries you call, it's a poor Niger. Niger Republic is poor. No. This is a poor country. That is rubbish. We need to tell ourselves the truth. Radio Biafra is championing this. This apolitical. We don't mince words. So that we know that the cause of our failure is ourselves. Do you understand me? We should blame. We are the number one cause of our failures. As long as there are congregation of people in an entity with land, and they have government, they shouldn't be poor. I say, watch the so-called poor countries. Watch their presidents. Watch their houses, their mansions, their cars. Now you know that they are not poor. It's only poor management, nothing more. No African country should be poor. It's only poor management. That is the true situation, and we must continue. Do not forget that today is the first day of September 2022. I will continue on my submission on politics, but today is going to be subtitled Political Awareness. That is going to be the topic of my submission today. Ayagogo Fondo. So we must continue. And do not forget that on Saturday, our First Lady will be here with me on this hallowed platform in order to address Biafrans on Tough Talk. Our First Lady. So that you don't miss it. You don't miss that program. You understand? And for your information, the protest against the coming of that vampire in Imo State, the Sarkin Fulani of Imo State, the Supreme Court Governor, Hope Uzodinma, in London, the protest in London continues. Do you understand me? It continues. Today it went well. On Saturday it continues. We should overwhelm people that are doing their own protest through Twitter on London Twitter handle, or Oxford Twitter handle should continue. Everybody, we inundate them. That is why we are Biafrans. Any place I face, I may inundate. Even the confrontation, media confrontation with BBC is still ongoing. We made them to make mistake. Don't you see that? That is who we are. We should take advantage of our population. Otherwise, which means if not so, which means we will be ignorant, not to take advantage of anything we have. Therefore, we continue inundating Oxford University, tweeting them. Those that could go, you be there on Saturday also, so that we tell them that they are bringing in a bloodsucker. You understand? That is who we are. We are freedom fighters. Our leader is still in the enemy territory, but make no mistake about it. He must be released by fire, by force. We are not begging for what belongs to us. Our leader committed no crime. Instead, he was extraordinarily renditioned, which is an international crime. You know, America did the same thing to so-called terrorist suspects. And do you know that today they are paying through their ass? American government. Because you shouldn't profit, from your bad breaking the law. Now you profit. You don't, as a responsible government, you don't have to break a law in order to, regularize the law or prosecute or bring in justice. It is impossible. That is why it is called government. Government has every capacity. I say every capacity to bring somebody to book legally. That is why it's a government. It's not it shouldn't be a mafia system. Then what is the difference between government and mafia? Nigeria acted like a mafia, renditioning, breaking international law with the British backing. It is true, with the British blessing. Do you understand? That is what they have been doing. So we shouldn't allow them to get away with it. Britain backed them. If had it been Britain didn't back them, Chineke kwena ihe ọjọọ. The whole world, everywhere will be inundated with the news and the consequences. Nigeria would have been suffering from the consequences till today. After all, Omar Odiko, who is a criminal, was protected. He's not even a British citizen. He was protected by Britain. When he was they tried to, the same Babangida tried to rendition him, kidnap him. And they found out. And Britain, because he's resident in Britain. Now, only you. And her heads rolled for it. People were sent to jail. People were deported from Britain. People served the jail terms, different jail terms. big one, huge jail terms for this. But look at a British citizen. Look at Nnamdi Kanu that is not holding Nigerian passport. Look at how they are doing him. Britain just, but we will push them. We will continue pushing them into doing the right thing. Because when we keep quiet, they do everything with impunity. It is no more now. We push them and push and push and push because we are human beings. That is it. So we must continue. There is this headline. It's very funny, but they say, in Nigeria, you hear everything. Illegal pipelines are connected to churches, mosques, and NPC. They say illegal pipelines are now, they're connected to churches and mosques. Where they go, say God is there. They go pray. All these are illegal pipelines. What is impossible in Nigeria? Nigeria is a failed state. It's completely gone. Completely gone. What you have in Nigeria is the law, the jungle justice, jungle law of the jungle. The right person is the most powerful. That is why we want to run away from there. As yesterday. Not as yesterday. Do you understand? Illegal pipelines are connected to from ground. They now put it in churches. And the mosque na-ekpe Allah Akbar. Amara na deal na gadia. Nigeria is Nigeria is an illusion. I'm telling you. Okay. There is this report by Amnesty International. Police, SSS, abducting innocent Nigerians under Buhari regime. Amnesty International say, yes, that's true. They are abducting Biafrans, killing them extrajudicially. We know, keeping records. I am happy that Mama Biafra has been released. There is something that people, I don't know whether people will reason it. No person has ever been convicted. No IPOB member has ever been convicted under the Nigerian law in Nigeria. That is why they resort into killing. If they abduct you, secretly they kill you. You ask the police, they'll say, no, we don't know anything. Ask military, no, we don't know anything. That is Gestapo style, the Gestapo way they are doing, using in Nigeria. Because what we are doing is legal, is legitimate. We are not breaking any law. If you are breaking law, the court is there to convict. Do you understand? So, there is no legality in Nigeria. That is what no legality in Nigeria. And what is baffling, more baffling, is that Nigerians are supporting illegality. When it happens to them, when it touches them, that time they will be crying. I call Nigerians a dead body. I wrote a comment yesterday on that Nigerians are, there is a way I used to write it, but I forgot, so I made a mistake. I wrote it full. That Nigeria, there is something that I commented on. I put that phrase, this is the reason Nigerians are dead body. They blocked me. Facebook blocked me for whether 7 days. I'm having no commenting, no posting on my timeline on Facebook. I laugh. I say, don't worry, I will be a friend. I'm Motaisha their blockade. Don't worry. So I'm having on Facebook blockade. I think in the next 2 or 3 days I will be free. It's their thing. I should go and build a satellite, put on space, now form my own alternative Facebook. There I can use to do anything I want. But we must abide by their rules, because it is them. It is for them. Oh, their brain, I don't blame them. I'm not that person that cries. Oh, do me. Oh, why are you doing me? Because it is for them. If you vex, go develop your own. Go develop your own and send into space. Now, make it viral. People will be using it. Now you can do anything you want. We are in a free world whereby if you want, if you can exploit even the world's most powerful country, exploit. As long as you can get away with it, that is the clause there. As long as you can get away with it, that is the thing. This world exploitation is allowed. But when you come to Nigeria, they are exploiting their own people. You know, I was talking with somebody yesterday, one of my brothers, on phone. He said something. He said, look, you know, when you come to Nigeria, that Nigerians, both police, civil defense, vigilante, they take pleasure. It seems he gives them pleasure, making their fellow Nigerians to suffer. They love it. He gives them special pleasure. He says like that in Nigeria. Now, there is nobody. As long as they can exploit you, to make you suffer, he gives them special joy. Oh, you are crying, shouting, crying. How, he makes them. Is it Nigerian police? They say this one, no person can deliver you from our hands. So they will touch you. If you know fit to bring this 200,000 naira, we can kill you. No, they will look at you, be talking, begging. I don't get money. They will laugh. He gives them special joy to see you suffering, their fellow monkeys suffering, humiliated, suffering. That is the game in Nigeria. Is it even local vigilante? Catch you in one thing or the other, or corner you, as a fellow monkey to make you suffer. Oh, they love it. When you are begging, pleading innocent, and really you are innocent, Chineke. Oh, your fellow monkey will slap you. This one, he gives them to make you inconvenience you, make you uncomfortable. It makes Nigerians happy against their fellow Nigerians. That is the truth. So they are abducting Biafrans, killing them secretly. Because they know that if they charge them to court, the Nigerian law, it has nothing against Biafrans. Do you understand? No single IPOB member has ever been convicted under Nigerian law. Don't you see that as some? Don't you think about it? And this UG, we continue. Our leader has in this UG. Okay, another headline: Buhari appoints First Lady. Buhari appoints First Lady Aisha's brother as managing director of Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company. You know, the other day I told you, I said this. Aisha Buhari, she tried to give Nigerians information about what is happening. That his husband is no more there. That people has taken over the country. She was frustrated and asking, where are the men in Nigeria? Instead of doing something, rising up, these men came in the night to lick the shoes of these few cabals. 1, 2, 3 people, only 2, 3 people. Persons. Now, that time she became frustrated. She even vividly on public, he said, stop calling me the wife of the president. Only call me, I'm okay. I'm done with I'm okay with first lady. Call me first lady. What does it mean? What does it mean? Did he ever say he divorced with Buhari? Is there any divorce? No. What does it mean that Buhari is no more alive? His husband is no more alive. He's telling Nigerians, but with dead body rise up? No way. Now, after doing all she could, I say I love that woman. I'm telling you honestly. I'm congratulating. She is an iron lady. I'm telling you. After doing everything, no support. No, nothing from Nigerians, no rising up. Instead, they take it to do comedy. Nah, they say, Aisha Buhari say, call me first lady only. Now, wow. Now, wow. They don't know that they are laughing their lives out of them. They don't know. Nigerians don't know. Now Aisha Buhari said, okay, these people are dead body. The cabals, they called her and say, hey, they tell her, oh, we didn't tell you. There's nothing you can do to Nigerians for them to rise up. We hold everybody aground, so there's nothing you can do. You better thief or steal, join the group and steal and loot and live your life. Any day you die, you know that you have left life. That is what Aisha Buhari is doing now. Sometimes he will take presidential jet or fly to Dubai, anywhere he wants, and come back, go shopping and come back. You say, oh boy, which people am I fighting for? Nigerians? Dead bodies. No, I'm no more into there. That is why now they gave her one of her brothers as managing director of a Nigerian security printing and minting company. You know, when we say it in charge of Ibiego, so that if for example 1 trillion naira is being printed, it passes through the brother. The brother can, if it is 10 trillion, the brother can write 2 trillion, and the other 8 trillion, they will stack it somewhere. I'll say, oh boy, are you fighting for that body? She is enjoying. He go into direct full-fledged enjoyment to looting. That is it. So, boy, take your own. Ogial, Aisha, Munye Buhari. How many times I call you? Yeah, take. Nigeria is our thing. Take share of it. You know, because we know that Nigerians are dead body. But here we are trying to wake, because our leader has woken us. I'm telling you, he impregnated us, and here we are fighting, waking anyone that could. So that when you listen to this hallowed platform, you become illuminated. You start thinking in another way. Start reasoning. No more dead body. That is it. Okay. Oton said, everyone knows Buhari treats Fulani terrorists with kiss glove. He can't remove himself from the evil visited on Nigeria. Oton, this is something we hear every day. Everybody know. But what would that body do? Nothing. Only when the catastrophe comes directly to them, they start shouting. Even the bishop that was kidnapped in Abia that time, is it in Okigwe or Lock aside? What did he say? When you go and listen to his direct confession publicly, without shame. He said, I was hearing of kidnapping, but I don't know about kidnapping. Until now, down that time, this is the time I know. Because it happened to him. It happened to him. The same thing that the bodies are replicating everywhere. Nigerians are dead bodies. The other day I played a clip of one of the dead bodies shouting, oh, hey, I didn't know that they tell us about kidnapping. We didn't believe. Oh, I never believed it until now. It happened to me. Thank God, though, they look at my car, you know, it has bullets, bullet marks everywhere. Thank God that I'm alive. Oh, he didn't believe. Dead bodies, they are like that. They don't believe. When it happens to others, they don't believe. They continue rocking life. Nah, stop this propaganda. No, they are. He said no. Don't you see when our leader went to World Igbo Congress? Didn't you? If you want to see average dead bodies, that video is still on YouTube. Go there, type Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's visit to World Igbo Congress, asking for guns and bullets. That is the way they put it. And the person that put it there, one of the people, he put it mischievously so that it will become a asking for guns and bullets. Do you see? Go there, you will see. When our leader was speaking, he asked them, say they are coming. They will surround us, but now let I need guns and bullets. Do you see? You will watch what the real dead bodies? What they mean? One of the dead bodies he came. I am Chief Ochirozo one. Chief. Can you tell me which passport you came from Nigeria with? You see dead bodies displaying, dead body on display. One woman say, "Oh, my heart! Can you come again? What do you say? What? Hey, my heart jumping into my stomach. Oh, what? Where you want to call what? Are you calling for what? Hey, what? Yeah. Today, what is happening? All those people go out, tell them to go home, go to their village. Go tell them to go and stay 1 week in their village. When I call him privately, I laughed. I said, "Nah, in lock, Mazi." And it is not funny, really. I make it here roll village and I won't pump big and chulo, pokrulo no. Gano dia natural before he sneak dia now on your behind hoge say I know me till weekend, don't worry. I know me. The following day, Ebolagago, Zup also before I charge no Maga Chineke. This is evil. That is what we are fighting here. I'm telling you, this is not funny at all. So, Buhari being the impostor is the cabal, people using Buhari's name to commit atrocities, the colonization. These are the people, the cabals that Aisha Buhari warned everybody about. These are the people. They are the people colonizing everybody. The other day I told you, I read the news. More than half of the Nigerian borders are not manned in the north. And somebody will tell me, no, when I enter to be a president, I will do this. I will water you and fire you. Nigerians, Chineke and Dubai, our people, we only go on sentiment. Only. I say, okay, you're a material, yes. Stop wasting your time on Nigerian politics. They will make you, after 4 or 8 years, everybody will hate you. I'm telling you. What you will be hearing is, I beg me to go sit down. Don't stop crying. Can you hear me? Can you change? People don't understand. They will sabotage you to the extent that even you yourself want to run away. Who are you going to work with? Who are you going to work with as a president? You want to build Nigeria. You want to renovate, fix Nigeria. Yeah, Okundiara. I call it Okundiara. Now, I ask, Peter Obi was the the governor of Anambra State. Yes, he did all the good things. But are all those things sustained? Are they paying worker salary? Are they saving in Anambra? Today. People should have common sense. Even if you enter there, for example, they give you the back end, Britain give you the back end in order to kill IPOB, so that they, do a talk from this and that. After your 10 or one other person will enter there and destroy everything, as they did in Sam Mbakwe. Sam Mbakwe wasn't he the best governor of Igbo land? What happened after him? Little by little, all those legacies were thrown into dustbin. Today, where is Imo State? Where is our land today? Is it not crying? See, what we need is permanent solution, not temporary solution. Medicine. When they give you calming medicine to calm you down for some time, so that after you start crying again. No, it's not what we want. We want permanent solution, and that permanent solution is the balkanization of Nigeria, direct, so that we have our self-government. We govern ourselves in our own natural way. Do you understand me? So we have to continue. We need common sense. Common sense is not common. People should stop acting on emotion. That is why churches and mosques are full, because people are acting on emotion. You know, the guy who hey, actor, sinna, oh, come on, soldier. They don't know that they are acting on emotion. Just emotion. The same way if you go any place. That's why Oliver the Coke bulitere egwu ka anyị kporiwe ndụ. I buwe ndụ amara ihe anyị ga-emechi. We were dancing it without really knowing the consequence of the wordings that are there. We didn't know. All that matters to us is that tune. No, na akpojita. I now watch here. Hey, no, kwa nwoke mara mma. Ọ na-akpojita ọfụma. Ọ na hi and egwu atoka. That is the emotion that they use in making you to be dumb. Here we preach common sense. Once that emotion comes, don't think even. Allow your emotion to go before you think, before you start making alterations or thinking. Emotion is different. It's just like when you are drunk. If you want to be drunk, just drunk. When you're drunk, you feel happy for that moment. You forget so many things. Act all in a way, funny ways you like that feeling. Now after you cool down, now after you face the reality that you need to pay your bills. So that is the reality. Your emotion has gone, sentiment has gone. Manya pugoge nanya that time. But okay, manya no genanya onye roge, so maybe different bills you need to pay, but you don't care again. That is what the all one Nigerians in the churches, in the mosques. You know, politicians using good mouth. You know, people who could they talk to people and people will be they don't reason deeply, profoundly. When you reason, when you have common sense, with your common sense you reason, you find out that look, there is a difference between common sense and emotions. Here we want you to reason with your common sense. I will go directly into the topic of my submission. I will be quick, because people used to advise that I be fast, to be short always, so that people will be able to grab the essence of what I am saying. Today, as I said, the topic of my submission is part of the politics, which I started since last week or 2 weeks. Today, it is political awareness. Basically, let me go back to start from the scratch. Basically, as we know, politics is the activities associated with the governance of a country or area. It is about making agreements between people so that they could live together in groups such as tribes, cities, or countries. The primary purpose of this agreement is to collectively progress and advance. That is politics. The primary purpose of this politics, of people agreeing to live together, people must agree to live together. They make agreement to live together as a country or a tribe or a nation, any name you call it, but a people, a collectivity of a people. The primary purpose of this agreement is to collectively progress and advance, so that their interests are represented. They are happy. They will be happy in that entity, in that agreement. Therefore, political awareness is simply the extent to which an individual pays attention to politics. Political awareness plays a significant role in people's political orientation. You need to, when we talk about politics or political awareness, people think they say, oh, I'm obedient, being when the election is coming. Now that time, no, that is not it. Political awareness is not only directed at elections and political parties, but a wide range of political aspects concerning the past, present, and future of the people in that political entity. Anything that is happening, politically aware people should understand, they should refer it, they should calculate it to politics. That you go to market today, bread was 10 naira, for example, or 100 naira. The normal price was 100 naira. But you went to market, and the bread of 100 naira, they say it's 110 naira. Political awareness requires that you start wondering, why should it be so? It is a question. Don't this, okay, this bread, 110 naira that I'm paying only for bread. How much am I receiving in my salary? Did my salary change? Did my gratuity change, increase? The answer is no. Now, why should this bread be 110 naira? That is political awareness. So that people will start asking questions. Saying that, look, no, this is not what we agree. They start looking for questions or answers for why is this bread 110 naira? That is where people start gathering, talking about it, asking questions. And who are to take the answers? Those in control, the political elites that are in control, that are in charge. The political representatives should be asked questions. Don't you know that in Sudan, the last revolution that happened in Sudan, where this guy, Bashir, was thrown out, what caused that revolution was the increase in bread. Do you know that? Increase in bread. Something that in Nigeria, if you start talking, somebody will say, oh boy, go make money. Why are you talking? Do you believe in God? In this government, in Nigeria government, I beg, go make money. Even that person that is complaining, in Nigeria setting, in Nigeria situation, Nigerians will take that person as absurd. Oh boy, why are you complaining now? Why not go and boutique? Go to Ndiosite, no menala. They let them share a gate, boutique and buy. Don't worry, what is 110 naira? It's only 10 naira they added. I'm giving an example with price of bread. This is the mentality of Nigerians. Why are you making noise? Does it mean that you cannot make money? This time you are complaining. Go and make money and buy, you will buy more. Eh? And they will laugh you as a stupid person. They don't know that they are the main idiots. You understand? They are the main idiots. I've told you about this a story about this one guy that said they brought them their this thing. What do you call it? They are not generator, electric transformer got burnt. You know, in Nigeria it's like that. They no control. The one supplying their streets got burnt, so they didn't have light. So after NEPA came and told them that, give them bill. If you want to get light, you have to pay so amount of money. And they divided it into houses. Say we need to pay. The guy saying he started telling the people that come, say, why should we pay for this? This is the job of, that is why we pay electric bills. Anything that's spoiled, it is for this NEPA to repair. Why should we pay for our own transformer? The street people that gathered, he said, one of his friends, oh boy, they make me share. Is it that you know whether they say whether it's whether 5,000 or less than 5,000 for each person, for him or others to pay? That is a friend. They say, oh boy, does it mean you don't have this money? Why are you disgracing yourself and disgracing me in the presence of people? I beg, if you don't have this money, make I pay for you. He said, no, it's not. I have this money more than anything. But let us talk about the ethics, the reality. People say, oh boy, now so other street they do. I'm going to want to start big. I beg, pay. I beg. He became a lone voice in the wilderness. Oh, that is the mentality of Nigerians. People that are not politically aware. People that don't know their rights. People that don't know their left from their right. That is how they behave. You know, in a country of liars, when you speak the truth, you become the villain. In a country of liars, where everybody is a liar, one they see you speaking the truth, you become the villain. And you'll be ashamed of yourself for speaking the truth. Because that is the system. So, Nigerians are not politically aware. That is why politicians are doing everything with impunity. Because they are not politically aware. Instead, they try to live under that subjugation. To try to find a way in order to get their own cut. Do you see the worst part of it? You know, in many parts of Biafra land, in Abia State, they don't pay teachers. They don't pay public servants again, even in Imo State. Some have lost count of how many years or months they are owing them. Because now they no more give debt. When they pay you that salary that is cut, they cut the salary they give you. They don't write the month, no. And you'll be happy to even thank God or thank Jesus that I received the salary. You go and give testimony. In the charlatans, yeah, as that the Jews. Now, that even they pay. You don't even know which month because since 2 years you have lost count of which month. They don't write which month. And you don't dare ask. This is because of people are not politically aware. They are not aware. That is the reason why political awareness is good. It is necessary for a communal survival. So that whatever wrong, you peg it, you ask question and peg it to politics. Because it is that politics that trickle down. The policies they made that trickle down to you, to everybody. You either gain it or you suffer it. That is the truth. Do not forget that I'm talking about political awareness. Political awareness makes people to always take stock of their entity, whether they are progressing, stagnant, or retrogressing. Whether they are going backwards, they are stagnant, or they are moving forward. Political awareness helps in instituting checks and balances between the government and the governed. The ruling class excesses are always checkmated by the politically aware population. Lack of transparency, lack of checks and balances by the population is mostly due to lack of political awareness by the people. Because you don't mess around with people that are politically aware. Do you understand? That is the difference between the developed countries and the underdeveloped African countries. Because first of all, it's not about roads or bridges or building. No. It is about the people. There are things you can never do. Do you understand? There are things you can never do. In many countries, in many civilized, developed countries, the people they will pursue you for that day. Do you understand me? I was talking with one of my South Korean friends. You know, the day Nancy Pelosi traveled to Taiwan, after she made a stopover in South Korea. And I think the South Korean president welcomed her openly. So that my friend said, look, this our president, she's seen hell. Because she shouldn't do that. Because they have a more economic ties with China than even America, South Korea. They are neighbors. They have what matters to them. Their economic ties with China. So why should this woman? They were grilling her because the people are politically aware. Do you understand me? In Nigeria, does any person care about where the so-called president goes? Who visits? Who cares? People now. People are not even. They never have a 3 square meal. Talk less of being politically aware. They don't understand. Nigerians don't know that whatever they are suffering is because of the politics of the country. They don't know. Instead, they blame it on Nigerians know how to blame, including Nigerian politicians. That is why everybody is irresponsible. Nigerian politicians, look, the other day I read what happened to the female under 20 female football soccer. The Nigerian Football Body Federation, they blamed Turkey, blame FIFA for that. Say it's not they are not the problem. They are not the cause of the problem. Because Nigerians are irresponsible. All but none. Every Nigerian is irresponsible. People are not politically aware. They will, give you the logic about how they are not responsible. You understand? They don't know that what is happening in the political circle is affecting everybody. But lo and behold, people, they will blame it on their grandfather. Oh, it is the spirit of the grandfather. Oh, it is one of the uncles in the village against you. I saw on social media, is it in Anambra, Enugu, or Benue? Now, these are Ibo people. People that did their traditional wedding. And they were sleeping. They couldn't wake up the following day. They slept. They saw about 5 of them. The man, the groom, the bride, and their siblings. Is it 3 of their siblings or 4, if I'm not mistaken? All of them died. They couldn't wake up. They saw them with foams in their mouths. And they suspect, they say it is a generator that they brought in their veranda. Because carbon monoxide killed them. Now, do you know that people will start saying, hey, now why Ebona had these people, oh, Nadia, hey, Nadia village, you Chineke. They don't understand that it is directly the Nigerian politics that killed these people. Because had it been there is electricity, 247. Who has time? Who have time with a generator? Had it been there is electricity, who has time with generator? And generator self, they wouldn't have brought it into the room or the veranda. Because criminals, thieves will carry them. Now, if you are not a criminal, you can never survive in Nigeria. That is the reality. That is why I used to ask people, I say, now, what is the essence of being religious in Nigeria? Church and mosque going on, everybody being, religious. What is the need? What is he contributing? Nigeria is a case study. What positivity is he contributing? System is bigger than religion. Do you understand? System is bigger. That is why we are going direct to the roots in order to build a good system so that you can flourish as a human being. Religion, I say it tomorrow. I don't know if I open the lines, anybody that can contend me, please. It is welcome. Religion can never make you a better person. If you understand. Let me repeat it. Any person that can disagree with me, call me and we discuss it. You understand? Be ready for me to give you my reason and ask you questions also, please. I say till tomorrow, religion can never make you a better person. The system does. That is why System controls the religion. Do you hear me? System controls the religion. Look at because of a very primitive, evil system in Nigeria. As I read the news headline, churches and mosques are now capital places for illegality. Can you tell me why? In Nigeria, who is a Nigerian that is not evil, not corrupt? Can you tell me? In one way or the other. You can think that being evil is when you carry gun. No, there are many ways. There are many ways. You want to if you don't cheat, you cannot survive. You only need a gushi with cup or manage in our 10 cups or manage 6 cups with a nice. Ilanya like this, so we'll tell a cup. Manage is a choir master or choir mistress in a church. You are from our way deacon or an elder in the church. Now you tell me why is it so? Because the system is rotten. It converts everybody into wicked, evil, rotten set of people. It doesn't matter what you use religion to garnish yourself, to cover yourself. But when you have a good system, a place where evil is punished, where goodness is rewarded by the system, you know what? Everybody will try to be good. Now, if you are going to church or mosque, it is your own pattern of religion. No problem. Do you understand? When you have, when you see evil, when somebody tries to intimidate you, you call the cops, you call the authority, and they will come and, dispense justice to you. You are happy. It's not your church, it's not your mosque, it's the system. Do you understand me? When you walk, they pay you. When you walk, they pay you. I was speaking to somebody. He said, I teach also in Imo State. He told me that, brother, no person is paying us again. No. I said, how are you paying? This one in Imo State. He said, brother, no person is paying us again. No. Instead, Hope commanded the whole teachers, you must video yourself or photo yourself with PVC. Otherwise, you'll be sacked. I said, how are you people surviving? He said, hey, maybe in a week. He goes school once. He goes school once a week. Other days, he try to navigate and find something, one way to survive. Tell me, what is worse than that system? Most of them is not paying anybody. Our governor, Abia State, they are not paying. The Biafra, they are not paying them. Now, how do you want them to survive? They will go and live in the church praying. After prayer, your miracle will come on the way. That your miracle is when you are selling somebody with selling a gushi to somebody. Oh, he's buying 10 cups. Half of the cups, as a sharp guy, you turn without a cup or cup. That is a miracle. Do you see how evil is multiplying? Because of the rotten system, people should be politically aware. That is what I'm talking about, political awareness, please. Okay. Nigeria is known as a federal republic. I want to come to that. Have people taken their time to understand the real meaning of federalism and the republic? A republic? The answer is no, because people are not politically aware. That is why they are zombieing, from one place to another. I play to Federal Republic of Nigeria. You are carrying a passport, Federal Republic of Nigeria. And when you look at the monkey, you pity him because of his ignorance. The other day we treated ignorance. We continue that ignorance. You pity him because he is not politically aware. He is not politically conscious. He don't know the meaning of federalism. Had Nigerians known the meaning of federalism, they would have fought. They would have risen up in unison in order to reconvert Nigeria into federalism or a federation. Do you understand me? Now, let me go a bit into federalism to tell you the meaning. Federalism is mode of political organization that unites separate states or other polities within an overarching political system in a way that allows each to maintain its own integrity. Listen, this definition is using America as a case study. That's why it's called separate states. Please, don't misunderstand, because it could be regions. In Nigeria, the states in Nigeria are not organic. It is not like that of America, please. Because, Nigeria, they believe in imitation. They believe copy. You understand me? They believe America wonder, abracadabra. America have states, so let us imitate. Go on, stay in Dodambara and use ruler. From here to here, or you cut it, is another state. They don't know that American states are organically, they are organically driven. These are separate colonies that were separated, that were separate even before. So now they say, okay, let us form a union. And they discuss about the terms. So first of all, Nigeria, the states they create in Nigeria is illegal even, because it's not organic. So when they talk about federalism, Nigeria is rubbish about federalism. When you talk about regions, yes. But these states, that is rubbish. So people should understand. Federal systems do this by requiring that basic policies be made and implemented through negotiation in some form, so that all the members can share in making and executing decisions. The political principles that animate federal systems emphasize the primacy of bargaining and negotiated coordination among several power centers. They stress the virtues of dispersed power centers as a means for safeguarding individual and local liberties. Do you understand? When you call Federal Republic of Nigeria, you are not aware because you are naive. Nigeria is just not a federal system. It's not a federalism or going on federalism. You understand? Okay, let me continue. First, the federal relationship must be established or confirmed through a perpetual covenant of union. Do you have any covenant of union in Nigeria? The answer is no. Then what is the need of calling Federal Republic of Nigeria? Do you understand? So when people talk about the Federal Republic of Nigeria, they don't understand. Do you understand me? They don't understand. Now, let me continue a bit further. A third element of any federal system is what has been called in the United States territorial democracy. Let me tell you, a federation or federalism doesn't always go with only the so-called democracy they impose on Africa. I will tell you today. Do you understand? This has two faces. Okay. Now, I want to continue. Let me continue what I'm saying. I'm talking about federalism. Okay? Because when you see, people don't understand what they mean by Federal Republic of Nigeria. They don't understand what is federalism and republic because of lack of political awareness. When you see everything is concentrated in the center in Nigeria, and they are still calling it a federal. Do you see that? People allow it because they don't understand. They are not politically aware. They think that they was there. No, leave it. No, leave it. We are bloody civilians. People that call themselves citizens that should be proud call themselves bloody civilians. That is where I see that people are stupid in Nigeria. People are naive in Nigeria. Okay, when you talk about republic, let me also go a bit in a republic. You understand? Now, republic, let me start with, it means, it's a Latin, it came from a Latin word, republic. That is a public property, for the public. That is what it means, for the public. You understand? Okay. A republic is a form of government in which a state is ruled by representatives of the citizen body. Modern republics are founded on the idea that sovereignty rests with the people. You understand? Sovereignty rests with the people. Because citizens do not govern the states themselves. Not everybody will be governing, as the citizens. No. But through representatives. Republics may be distinguished from direct democracy through modern representative democracies. You understand? Okay. The form republic may also be applied to any form of government in which the head of state is not a hereditary monarch. That is a republic. Do you understand me? So, a republic, it is for the public. Power that belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people. It shouldn't be normally or completely or only solely on the so-called democracies that they made Africans to believe. Because in Africa, they push Africa to engage in a type of government that is alien. They don't know. Do you understand? We Biafrans, we understand what republicanism means because it is our culture. Nigeria in general, they put people in a government experimental to continue suffering and blaming it on any other person but them because they don't understand. When you talk about republic, it is for the public. It's something that changes organically. You understand? It is, a republic. It could also be from, what do you call it? A monarchy system. I will prove it to you, please. It could always, because the way they programmed black Africans to think that always it is this election is election. Take your PVC. That is a democracy. No. Do you know that there are currently 9 monarchies in the present day European Union? Do you know that? There are currently 7 countries that are not democratic. Their governmental system is monarchies in the present day European Union. Do you know that? Because they are practicing a government that is peculiar, the type of government that is peculiar to them and for them. So they developed organically. They mutated this organic process. Not this shenanigan they put it, they force Africans to do. Let me give you the names of those countries in the European Union. First, the Kingdom of Belgium. It's not a Federal Republic of Belgium. Kingdom of Belgium. Do you know that? Do you know that it is not a democracy? You know, they have another word for it. They say it's constitutional monarchy. That is why when Biafra is restored, we will develop our own organic form of governance that is peculiar to us. You know, I used to refer to this statement of our leader. He was interviewed by, forgotten, is it Dutch Welle or BBC? I don't know. They asked him, which government, which system of government will Biafra engage in? Is it American system? Is it the British system? It is the Japanese system. Our leader, the enlightened one. You know what he said? He said, no, it will be purely a Biafran system. Something that is organic to us. That is our system. It will be our system of government. Something that Britain will not be giving us lectures. Oh, European Union, they sent election monitors to come. And notwithstanding 10,000 people slaughtered during election day. And missiles being fired from a helicopter. And the buses snatched. They say, anyway, all these things are just little, squambles. It will not affect the overall result. Therefore, it is free and fair. So we uphold the result. Monkeys will clap, bah, 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 because their masters have validated their stupidity. With political awareness, you understand? Belgium, people are hearing me from Belgium. Belgium, you are enjoying today. There is no harassment. You get justice. If you are being wronged, you get justice in Belgium. But it is not the democracy you have in Nigeria. Everybody, oh yeah, PVC. No. They have their system. It's a monarchy. Kingdom of Belgium. Do you know that? Another country in Europe is, I'm telling you now, present. It's not in the 5th century. No, now. Kingdom of Denmark. Kingdom of Denmark. It's a monarchy. Do you understand that? They have a king. They mutated. You understand? They mutated into what they are doing. That is why I love a country like Morocco. They are, mutating. From monarchy, now they are entering into constitutional monarchy. Look at how Morocco is developing. Don't you know that? I've been in Morocco several times. They are developing. I'm telling you. Because they are using a system that is organic to them. Their way, their life, their way of life. They are not bullied by many. Hey, come, hey, you must be democratic. Yeah. No, they say, come on, live. It is we that knows what is good for us. Foreigners should not love you, don't love you more than yourself. Do you understand? This is common sense. The Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. They even use a archaic word, Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. It's not a democracy. The Kingdom of Netherlands. The Kingdom of Spain. It's not Federal Republic of Spain, no, as they are deceiving you in that. I don't want to use F word, please forgive me. In that useless zoo called Nigeria. Kingdom of Spain. Kingdom of Sweden. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Do you see? These are countries in the present day European Union. They mutated organically to the type of government they are using today. This is what we are clamoring for. Because in Nigeria, we are not having it. Do you understand? And they say, wouldn't the Biafra? No, subdue them because we are black people. So who give a monkey's mouth to talk? But we want to govern ourselves in our own organic way. That is what we are requesting. Is it too big for the world to understand us? Because in Nigeria, they are destroying our lives every day. When I mean destroying our lives, not only physical killing, they are changing our nomenclature. Nigeria is changing our nomenclature. Very good, talented people now become vagabonds, become Yahoo boys, because this is where they push us into. I want you to understand, because we should be politically aware. People that are telling you, you have to answering fake Federal Republic of Nigeria. But they are not even democracies. They are monarchs. United Kingdom is not, their passport is written the United Kingdom of Great Britain and not in Ireland. They didn't write it the Federal Republic of Great Britain. No. United Kingdom, they are kingdoms. Ruled, the head of the kingdom, their monarch is Queen Elizabeth. You know that? Because they developed organically. Organically. You know, organic development of a country or a nation leads to advancement. It's not imposition what they impose you to be. You know, America, they started in democracy, the modern democracy we are seeing today. They started it in their country. Do you know why? It is, and I used to say it is a country, an experimental country, where George Washington, you know, all of them, all those, Thomas Jefferson, them, they are Illuminatis. They are illuminated brains, people that, you know, they learned about enlightenment. They were enlightened. So, that thing entered into their brain. They say, okay, we shall form our own country based on this enlightenment ideology. That is why the first starting colonies, they say, okay, we are not going to follow our mother countries, Europe. Do you understand? We are not going to follow their way. Where one person is the ruler. After him or her, the children will take over. After the children, forever. No. That we are going to form this union with the basis that all human beings are created equal. That if given the same opportunity, equal opportunity, that people will prevail, even those that you call lesser peasants can prevail more than the ruling class. That is where the American dream started. It's an experiment, and it worked perfectly. These are migrants. It's a country of migrants. So they say, let us use this new ideology we got from enlightenment. It is only France that outrightly banished their monarchy. Their monarchy. You understand? Only France that banished their monarchy. Only France. That is why France is called a République Française. That is a French Republic. France answered it because they banished completely their monarch. They don't have a monarchy like others, which I mentioned. Napoleon Bonaparte did away with it. He said, to hell with all of you. You people that were playing gods, to hell, they executed all of them. They said, to hell with all of you. It's only France. At the dawn of 20th century, France was the only republic among the future member states of the European Union. Do you understand that? So that when you are in a country, you should be politically aware, at least to understand the meaning of a country you are in. You are answering Federal Republic of Nigeria. You see, that is why you are a joke everywhere in the country, everywhere in the world. When you tender your passport, Federal Republic of Nigeria, they will look at you and say, look at this monkey. A federal. You are federal, you are practicing federalism. And we are hearing every day, killing. You are practicing federalism. Is that so? You are practicing, you are a republic. They laugh. How can you have a republic, Federal Republic of Nigeria, where you have Sultan of Sokoto? He's a monarch. Commanding, if a government talk, he will come and talk his own and command. It's, a confused set of people because they are not politically aware. Today, I'm not talking about political awareness. That is the reason why they don't understand. People don't understand. Do you see all these monarchs I call in the present day European Union? Are they not doing well? They are. Even one in Africa that is Morocco. I applaud the King Mohammed. These are, people that are white in color. It doesn't matter. They think differently. Sometimes I wonder, I say, why? Anywhere in the world, if you see a country, even anywhere in the world, a country that at least, they have whites, their whites are ruling, you see that they think in different way. Why is it so? Whereas anywhere in the world, it doesn't, not only in Africa, go to Papua New Guinea. Just go there, watch their life. It's even the same thing like our black Africans. But they are surrounded by developed countries. They have borders with Australia, Indonesia, all of them. Why? Why is it so? Why? Can't you ask yourself this question? That is why, we tell you here, think. Common sense is not common. Think about it. Think about this. You are carrying a passport of Federal Republic of Nigeria. You don't even know what is federalism. You don't even know what is republic. Before you are governor of your so-called useless artificial state, we become a governor. Now he will go and bow down to Sultan of Sokoto. And people are not thinking. You are telling me that you're in a federal republic. Aren't you? You have so-called intellectuals. They don't bring out all these things so that it becomes a public discourse, a national discourse. That is where, I despise intellectualism in Nigeria. I despise it because they are not intellectuals. They are stomach intellectuals. Stomach. Speaking big, long grammar. Do you know that normally so-called elected officials are serving the public, are serving the people? Do you know that as a citizen, you can have rendezvous, you can have an appointment with your governor? It is your right to go. Even if he gives you in the next 2 months, but you have, he gives you audience. It is your right as a citizen because he's working for you. You can go, you go to his office and query him. Why are you doing this? Look at what I'm suffering. Look at why is it this? But in Nigeria, it is not so because Nigerian system is what do you call it? Is it plutocracy? Plutocracy, not oligarchy. Plutocracy. Government by despots, despotic rulers. People that they use citizens to march and step and go and sit down on the high places. No person reaches them. And you are telling me that it's a republic because you are naive. I'm talking about political awareness. People are not politically aware. It is ignorance. It's part of that ignorance. Where ignorance abound. Where ignorance abounds, people perish because they lack knowledge. Here on Radio Biafra, we are trying to make sure that people start reasoning with common sense. Do you understand? So when they tell you that democracy, what is democracy? You're talking wrong. That is nonsense. Nonsense. Is China you can naturally, organically carve out your own system, peculiar system of governance according to your natural selves, according to your nature. Look at China. It's a one-party system. You understand? China was a communist country, it still is anyway. Before it was as close as North Korea, or even more. A one-party system, communism. But They started modeling instead of outright disbanding of the system. They said, no, this system we have, it is now our natural system. So we need to modify it so that it will be okay for us without causing rubbish. Because had it been China organize or outrightly destroy that system and allow the West to enter, hey, by now, when you get China, will see 20 different countries. A divide. China would have been rubbish. The same thing the West wanted to do in Russia before Putin stepped in. I learned that Mikhail Gorbachev died, and I know the strong man he's not happy. He didn't attend the funeral. I mean Vladimir Putin. I love that man anyway. Vladimir Putin came into Russia when when 1989 or 90 or 91, that date, when Soviet Union collapsed. America and their allies, they use their non-governmental organizations, and all of them enter to teach Russia how to be democratic. Oh, Chineke. Oh, wow, I love this word. Okay, no, you have to set up a committee for election. They always like, if you allow them, they destroy your country. And they made that thing on Vladimir Putin. I'm telling you honestly. A time came, he took over. He said, oh boy. And when he took over office, he sacked and pursued all the foreigners. He said, you want to come and teach us what? You love us more than we ourselves? That is how he maintained Russia to be so powerful as today. Do you know that? In Africa, in Nigeria, they are still breastfeeding. They are still breastfeeding Nigerians on how to run their affairs, our government. No, do like this. Okay, Peter Obi will come. He will fix it. Power sector. The power sector, remember? Yeah. There are many things inside it, but power sector, Peter Obi will build it. He will add another 10,000 megawatts. So that, window dressing of wounds. People are dying. The powers that are. The powers they are experimenting on Nigeria. No, do it. Patch it like this. No, patch. Nigeria. But remember, the territorial integrity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. Britain will always win. We don't want our creation, our toy. Our leader described it very well. Nigeria is the British toys. As a child, when you build your toy, hey, any person that touch it, you get an iron there. Because it's your toy, you create it. That is what Britain, Kationaliang, we go from place to place, from Akwa Ibom. A one that the territorial integrity of Nigeria should be maintained. It's non-negotiable. After that, he will go Abia. He will meet and shake hands. After he will shake Peter Obi, telling them that, look, one thing is basic, that Nigeria should be maintained. But you know what? Give the population small thing. At least, even if 1 hour electricity in a week is okay. Because they are monkeys. Give them. After all, you tell them to make money. Nigerians work hard. They know how to make money. So that you make money and buy generator. Tell them to go to churches and mosques and pray. It is divine. The problem with Nigeria is divine. So it is only through God we save them. They continue pushing you from post to post, and you idiots, you don't understand. Here we insult ourselves into awakening. Because I'm glad I'm part of this awakening. I'm telling you. They have deceived us a lot. Enough is enough. Enough should be enough. Political awareness is what I'm talking about. China, the government of the People's Republic of China, they devised their own way. You understand? That matched them. And today they are developing. Today they are on the right path. making use of. It's a one-party system, but they made sure that people are represented. The same way, Kingdom of Belgium. You know, when they tell you, these people are one-party system, they are not democratic. Tell them, what about Kingdom of Netherlands? Is there a democracy? What of United Kingdom that is your God? Is here a democracy, for goodness sake? In Nigeria, they displayed you, garnish you, whitewash you, and call you Federal Republic of Nigeria. And you see monkeys and baboons are, running. Oh, we are democracy. Yeah, PVC. Oh, yeah. You don't know that your PVC doesn't count. You don't know that all these things are, whitewashing. A whitewashed tomb. Where you see the tomb built very fine, but when you enter inside, all you see is a skeleton and rotten clothes that are for dead body. Don't you know that? That is why you're suffering. But here, we heal the wound. We need to devise our own system of governance. The same way United Arab Emirates did. It's a Muslim country, but they devised, it's a monarchy, but they devised a means peculiar for them. Very good for them, not for foreigners. America will not come and tell them, no, be democratic, do that. They say, get out. This is our country. We know how to run our lives. Britain will not do that and come and start teaching them. Why not tell Britain, why do you still retain your monarch? You champion of democracy, but you are not a democratic country. Are you? You know, Africans are not politically aware. That is why they mesmerize themselves. They are running from pillar to post in stupidity and gullibility. Here we heal all these things. It doesn't matter how bitter it is. That is why we speak the way we speak. Do you understand me? Remember, I'm talking about political awareness. I say China with their one-party system, the Communist Party, but it consists of legislative, executive, military, supervisory, judicial, and procuratorial branches. All this is their own natural inventions. Nobody invented it for them. They put plus or minus and come up with a political system that is good for themselves. The same way United Arab Emirates did. And today they are progressing and advancing. And you want to go to a non-democratic country in order to buy properties. You want to go to a place that is a Muslim country, so to say, in order to buy properties and enjoy your life. But you don't want to Islamize. Are you not stupid? Are you not stupid? Because you're a black monkey. Aren't you stupid? It is not about this or that. It is about the political system that is convenient, natural for a people in order to trade in. Not what foreigners come and teach you. Now they are warming up in Nigeria. Everybody is shouting, obedient to this, Antico, this, Jagaban, this, and you see typical all these things on Facebook, on social media. The world is laughing at you people. Say, look at monkeys. Oh, democracy. Why not we modify our system? That is only what we are asking for. That is what Ipob, our leader, Mazi Nwachineke, started. You understand me? Why not we modify our system for ourselves? Political awareness helps the people to organically mutate or choose the right system of government that is best suitable for their good governance. That is their collective agreement of living together as a country or nation for progress and advancement. Example, that of the old Hebrews demanding for a king. You know, it started right from time. According to the biblical story, the Hebrews, the time came, when they were being ruled by judges, that is the prophets. But the time came, they were watching other countries, having kings and being directed, being governed well. The other countries were progressing. But they themselves, if they want to go to war, they say, wait. God will come and talk to them. Wait before you go. Wait. And they were impatient. They say, but we are the people that are going to carry out this, not this God. Why? All the time they are asking why? Because they were even politically aware. Do you understand? Something Nigerians are not today. In Nigeria, people are politically dead body, I call them. That was the reason why even they resisted and say even God against, they rebelled, they revolted against God, so to say. I say, no, God, you are ruling, you are in heaven, leave us, I beg. We need our own, we want our own government, it's what we say. Okay? They say, Samuel, go tell that to God anywhere you are talking to him. We need a king. Come on. Every time we start waiting for you before you finish sacrifice. Before that, sometimes, because God doesn't think like us. We are human beings. 1,000 years is like one day in the presence of God. So it can take time. Something that needs urgency, say wait. And we continue waiting. No, wait is the voice of God. Wait. And we continue waiting. But if we have a physical king, we will discuss it by ourselves. Is it not so? They tabled all these things to God, to the prophet Samuel. And Samuel, being a human being also, he was displeased. But God told, he went to God and cried, said, look at these people are rebelling against you. He said, hey, shut up. They are not. Now they are of age. They are using their brain, which I give to them. They are being politically aware because this is how I want them to be. Come on, give them, nominate them a king. Oh, Chineke, that is it. And the king was given to them. Samuel came back for it because he thought that God will send the fire. He thought that God will tell him, go and warn those people. Who are those that said this? I will kill all of you. God said, hey, shut up. I created human beings to use their brain. Political awareness is one of the things I imbibed in the brains of these people. So now they are politically aware of their surroundings, their happenings. So give them a king. He's a physical king. But tell them how the king will rule them. That is it. And Samuel came and told them. And he said, no problem. But give us a physical king so that at least we will be seeing him. He will be directing us. Anytime he said go, we go. Not sometimes we want to go, but God will say, wait. The prophet will say, maybe that time the prophet was in trance. Maybe he was fasting for 40 days. Say, man, I wait till after 40 days before I come back. And the people will be waiting. And then we will be saying, which kind of thing? Are we not in this planet? Are we in another planet? So they rebelled against God. Political awareness can even make you rebel against God. And he will understand. Don't you know that? But when you are zombies, dead bodies, even you make God vex. Every time you are calling, Nigerians are calling on God to come and do this for us. Give us electricity. Go. Oh, Holy Ghost fire. Any spirit that will make us NEPA to take light that day, we are doing marriage. Holy Ghost fire. The spirit of kidnappers. Holy Ghost fire. And God, these people, when will they grow up? When are you going to be politically aware about your surroundings to take charge of your lives as human beings? That is what we preach here. That is the only thing IPOB is doing. You understand? IPOB is now leading in this political awareness campaign through logic and reason. Through logic and reason. To let us know and understand that being part of this contraption called Nigeria is not suitable for our collective survival, progress, and advancement. This is why our sole mantra is to hold the referendum instead of this present intoxication known as election. It is through this referendum that every one of us could express his or her opinion about being part of Nigeria or not. This is our simple logic and quest, nothing more. This is why they are killing us, kidnapping us and killing us. That because we want people to be reasonable. We want people to be politically aware. We want people to start asking the right questions so that our future will be bright, so that we will develop into the mainstream world. This is why they are killing us, because of this logic and quest. Therefore, political awareness is very crucial for all and sundry in order to make the right decision concerning our political entity and the right way for us to be governed. This is where I'm going to stop. Remember, I'm talking about political awareness. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open my lines. Please don't go away.
Moderators, please, am I allowed?
Go ahead, we're listening, but just make it fast.
All right, thank you. All right, the title of the article is do you want to know what a scam is? That is the question. Now, a scam is having the Bible translated into Swahili, Igbo, Yoruba, Zulu, Taswana, Ndebele, and every other African language, but having zero scientific book translated into a single African language. That is a conspiracy. That is a trap, and that is a scam. Someone who can be scammed with the same trick over and over again for decades upon decades is considered a fool, and their gullibility and lack of critical thinking make them willing participants in their own demise. I have walked into different libraries and I have seen university science books translated into Chinese, Russian, Portuguese, French, German, Spanish, and so forth. I have seen Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill translated into French. I have seen the Japanese version of A Man's Search for Meaning. I have seen a Spanish version of The Alchemist. I have seen the Korean version of The Art of War. All these books, I have seen them in various languages, but not in any African language. You will never find a church in Africa where the English-speaking preacher would not have a native translator next to them doing the translation. Here's where the scam comes in. You also will never find a school in Africa where the English-speaking teacher will be having a native translator next to them translating chemistry, physics, mathematics, geography, economics, etc. to the students. I have seen many science books translated into various languages, but none in any African language. The Chinese are taught mathematics in Chinese. The Japanese are taught engineering in Japanese. They are all taught finance, astrophysics, medicine, accounting, geology, management, government, and so on in their languages. The only book that Africans have had in their language is the Bible. And the only time Africans have something translated to them in their language is in a church. Important historical facts. Think seriously about this. The Black African, the wretched of the earth, is the only member of the human race who has been brainwashed to think that his ancestors bequeathed him with a curse that has prevented him from attaining aspired goals and life desires. Almost every misfortune he encounters on earth is the fault of some ancestors who must be bound and cast with the fire of the Holy Ghost in Jesus' name. The white people don't have terrible ancestors who have done terrible things. No, it's only the black ancestors. Over the years, the black ancestors have been so vilified by Christians, they pay tithes, stay up all night, fast and pray to destroy the African ancestor in the name of Jesus. The black ancestor is so wicked, he cursed his own kids. Having cursed his ancestors who gave him life, the black man is roaming around the world like a tortoise without a shell. He has no backbone, zero identity, thus no race respects him. He is lynched in Malaysia, incarcerated in Cambodia. He's shot like a dog in the streets of America. In Europe, he cleans the white man's shit and they spit on him. Why wouldn't they? A man who hates himself and despises his roots deserves no respect for whatsoever. John Hawkins was a foremost English slave trader, a thief, and by contemporary moral standards, he can as well be called a terrorist. John Hawkins made 3 trips to West Africa in the 1560s and stole Africans, whom he sold to the Spanish in America. On returning to England after the first trip, his profit was so handsome that Queen Elizabeth I became interested in directly participating in his next venture. And she provided for that purpose a ship named Jesus. Hawkins left with Jesus to steal some more Africans, and he returned to England with such dividends that Queen Elizabeth made him a knight. Hawkins chose as his coat of arms the representation of an African in chains. Please, am I still audible?
You are.
Thank you. I'm going further. Today, the generations of Hawkins and Queen Elizabeth I are alive and enjoying life from the proceeds of their evil ancestors. They don't demonize their ancestors despite their active involvement in the greatest evil humanity has ever witnessed. Both individuals sanctioned rape, kidnapping, and mass murder, but their children don't bear ancestral curses like Black Africans. You'll be hard-pressed to see a member of the British airline publicly denounce slavery. If that is wrong, please point that to me. Isn't it time to emancipate yourself from mental slavery, O ye Negro? If ancestral...
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Nwachineke from Olu province of Biafra land. Do not forget that on Saturday, our First Lady will be on this platform in order to address Biafrans on the Hard Talk, hosted by me, my humble self, Mazi Nwachineke. Therefore, our lines and the time will be 7 p.m., the usual time. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +1 213 328 62. Sorry, +1. I'm mixing up. Sorry. I mean, our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. Call us and give us your view. But remember, the topic of my submission today is political awareness. Call us and give us your view. Remember, also, I throw a challenge for you to call and give an adverse view of what I said. Please, you can call and give an adverse view. Every view is allowed in this hallowed platform. Only we do it a civilized discussion. That is what I always cherish. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? You are the first caller. Are you there?
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening, Mazi.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. My name is Mazi Joagafi, calling from Germany. Yeah, thank you, Mazi. Mazi, your submission this evening is quite interesting. About politics. But we should all understand that politics and religion are more or less the same. In the sense that the politicians haven't controlled politics, they allow their bigger masters, the church establishment, to control the people. Now, there is one thing that we Africans.
Mazi, before you continue, you are in Germany, aren't you? If you are, consistent with German politics, there is this Christian Democratic Union of Germany. It's a political party. But tell the whole world, are they really, why do they put that Christian? Is it by going to church and praying, or is just an identity? An identity. Please, go on.
Mazi, you see this question you asked, it's a very debatable question, and I have asked many people here, and most of them don't really understand that politics and religion is intertwined. We have the social democratic, CDU. You have this Christian, the CSU and the CDU. Both of them are, like they say, they are Christian parties. But my dear brother, what they are doing underneath, it's not Christianity.
Mazi, let me come in there. Mazi, let me come in there to make it make it more clearer. Europeans, this Christianity is their way of it, is their culture, is their identity.
Yes.
It's not about what they put in Africa, going to heaven, no. It's just a culture. You understand? It's just like, for example, having Omenala party in our land. It doesn't mean if you go to the party, it's just to rally around as our culture, to rally people. It doesn't mean if you go there, you start doing different rites or rituals. No. It's just a name, just a culture, retaining your culture verbally to make people understand that, look, we cannot forget it because this is our culture. But Nigerians will call it that Christian Democratic Union in Germany. Oh, they are Christians like us. They don't know you. They call you a monkey to them. If you want to go and fast and pray and wear white as a father, they don't know who that you existed in this world. Mazi, God.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. All you have just said is the truth, pure truth. Our people, one thing about Christianity, when I came to this place, I sat down, I watched what they call Christianity, and I was marveled that this Christianity they are talking about is not the same Christianity that I know in Nigeria, in that zoo. The way they practice Christianity in Nigeria is like, or in Africa is like, Christianity was founded in Africa. People are carrying it on their head to be walking. The person driving, you will see a sticker of church or any church on his car, in his house, on everywhere. It is like, this is what they call mental slavery. Everybody in Nigeria believes that it is God. Anybody that eats breakfast in Nigeria, it is God. Anybody that eats dinner before sleeping, it is God. All these are, I don't know what to call it, diseases affecting our people. Imagine I saw on the internet today a white woman feeding a black or giving water to a black baby. And some people are saying, oh, thank God for this, thank God for that. I was so embarrassed. Poverty has been weaponized against Africans. And the mentality of Africans has been subdued. Our people are now like zombies. Oh my. Mazi, do you know that some people that are Christian, they don't even know how the name, that God they are calling the Christians, how the name came into existence? Many don't know that name was founded from an ancient spiritual entity of Europe. That was where the bishops of the Catholic Church brought out the name. The 7 days in a week, they had the names of spiritual entities that are worshipped in Europe. Likewise, the 12 months in a year, all the names belong to spiritual entities in Europe. Our people are not aware that during every Olympic, that every time they have to go Mount Olympus in Greece to bless the Olympic, to light the torch to the god of Olympic. That's Zeus. It's happening till today. Our people don't know all this. Mazi, it's very unfortunate that our people don't want to learn. They don't want to explore. Although I don't blame them because poverty has been weaponized against them. There's no light, no good internet, access to internet. Mazi, we shall continue doing what we are supposed to do. But this is our own time of enlightenment. This is the time of our own enlightenment. Europe had their own. This is our time.
Of course.
And IPOB is going to do it, and we must achieve it. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Remember, blessed, my brother. This is our own era of awakening. An era of reasoning. We make people, we push ourselves to reason. To subject everything to the altar of logic and reason. Nothing more, not to judge things by sentiment. No, that is the reality. Therefore, when we talk about political awareness, try to understand that it is one of the keys, if not the key. Political awareness is the key. When people are politically aware, they can ask they can be able to ask for their right. They can be able to hold their government responsible. They can be able to chart their peculiar way of governance, which is organic for them. But in Nigeria, everybody is forced to be under the caliphate in the name of the largest democracy in Africa. Nigeria is Nigeria democracy in Africa. Now. Very stupid, gullible set of people, dead bodies. I have a caller. Callers on Signal and WhatsApp, please hold on. Let me pick this call on direct line. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm calling from the Republic to the Mazi precisely. The topic today is too powerful, not easy. Mazi, do you know why? As you said, you have already said it all, Mazi. I want to contribute a lot. According to the zoo is hellfire. And the zoo is the capital of a hypocrite. Some of them act by ignorance. And some of them also know what is holding everybody down in Nigeria. Some of them know. Those that knows are the politicians and some clergymen and some human rights activists and the media as well. And everything now is acting according to the system. The system have turned everything to evil. That is why they are all evil. Those that are supposed to see the truth, because they are resting from that evil system, they will never see the truth because they don't want the population to know the truth. The media is contributing, the clergymen are contributing, both their master, which is the politicians, they are the one paying them. That is why it's production in the zoo, because the politicians have turned everything to every system. The politicians are not asking them why don't do this, why don't do them, because they are working together. MPs and leaders, they are working together, man, so because they are there to control power, to control the people. You see? So they will never rise up, never today. The kingdom come. The profession of that youth can never rise up today, they can never rise up tomorrow. They will never wake up to reason. They will never reason. Except the IPOP, who have come to teach the gospel of enlightenment. We are the only one teaching it. But waiting for the Jews to rise up now, they will never do it because the system is evil. That is why in the Jews, religion, if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, the religion can never make you to be a better person. Only the rule of law, only the system you practice. Because the system is good, everybody will be good. Because if you are afraid of to face the consequences. Now, in the Western world, people are afraid of commit crime because they are going to face the consequences. That is why their nation is good. But in the zoo, the reverse is the case because that place is the capital of hellfire, the capital of hypocrisy. Some of them know the truth. Some of them act by ignorance. And those that act by ignorance are those people who know the truth. Don't want them to know the truth. They never stand up and ask questions. That is why they are evil, man. If you are a saint from Poland or from West Africa, any part of West African country or in any part of European country, immediately touch that Jew, immediately you enter into Nigerian territory, you become more bad than Satan because the system is evil. If you are any man who travel from any Western state of Europe, that you are a saint, your hand never touch, never stand. Immediately you enter Nigerian territory, you become demon because of the system. That is why they will never rise up today, they will never rise up tomorrow, they will never rise up. You has no relative. That's the final answer. The population of the Jew has no rejection because if you are listening to those, they claim they are intellectuals. Those they claim they are eating food in the same table with the God. They are reasoning, and what comes out from their mouth, you tell that people have no religion. Religion can never make you a better person. Only the rule of law, because you have in that country you are inside because of the consequences of the law. The law that has made in their country will make you to change automatically.
Of course.
Because in that particular set, we are going, singing and dancing, playing music. No law is going to judge you here. Nobody is going to judge you here. There is law in the land. You cannot trespass and do what is against the law of the land. You must take the consequences. That's why immediately they are doing well. The other countries are doing well. Even such as United Arab, they are doing well according to the law of their land. Everybody is binding under the law.
There we Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. Please round up. There we
Yeah, Mazi. Yeah, Mazi. Yeah, Mazi. I'm very sorry for your Mazi. I think next week I'm moving that. Good night.
There we Religion can never make you a better person. No, you are sante. You are deceiving yourself, honestly. Let me pick another call. Please call us. Continue waiting. Call us on WhatsApp and Signal. Continue waiting. I'm coming, please. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Yes, caller on direct line. Please go on. The whole world is listening. Go on, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Sorry, I think I have to dismiss my model. But I'm not going to my elders.
Mazi, your line is very, very terrible.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? I said about today I'm going to disagree with what we said earlier in the presentation today regarding the usage of religion to mankind, mostly in the first case study of Nigeria. I think I'm beginning to understand.
Oh, Mazi, I would have loved to hear you. Please, your line is not clear. I don't know what you say. You say you want to disagree. Repeat again. You say you want to disagree.
Yeah, I'm disagreeing. What? I'm disagreeing.
Okay, on what?
Yes,
on what? On what?
Can you hear me? On what you said earlier on because of your presentation about religion. You talked about religion and mankind. Precisely on the case study of Nigeria. I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Yes, you say you decide, which means you agree that religion can make you a better person. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes,
okay.
Actually, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Go on.
Now, let me say something. I know. Maybe you pointed at that based on what persons like John Hopkins. It's based on his contemporary moral standards that have been as a terrorist. But that shouldn't, delete the fact that religion have given us a lot, precisely in Nigeria. Now, if you go to Badagry, like you're coming into Lagos, you see a lot of hectares of land owned by Baba Oyedepo. I think, yes, where we used to have our end of the year, service. And if you look at that, it has created a lot of employment for those of them who do some hawking and I don't know how to put it. A lot of establishments have come through that. And people who own houses, they have been renting it. Even when you go to places like down to Iwacha, where, what's his name again? Ibiomi East. He has helped people, he gave them scholarship, and he did a lot of things, to actualize this, transparency in a religion called Christianity. So I wonder why you should be saying that it has not done much to us,
Okay.
I know that
I will allow you to continue because I will not engage you because you are calling on direct line. So finish up. After you can hang up, now I will talk. Go on, please. Go on.
Okay. So, like what I just said, I'm not going to be long, but I can actually hold on for you to tell me, because if I hang out now, my device is off already. I cannot listen through that device that I was using to listen. This one I'm using it to call you. So that's the thing. So I better yeah. So
okay.
So that's the little I can say for now. So yeah.
Okay. Do you know the biggest drug lord from Colombia, Escobar of Medellin? They call him, is he the Lord of Medellin? Have you ever read about him before?
No, sir, I've not heard about that.
If you have time, you go and Google him. Escobar. Do you know that Escobar,
okay.
Some people worship him as God in Medellin, in the city of Medellin in Colombia. But do you know that he built houses and dashed people? Do you know that he became people's God? Some people worship him like God. You understand? Do you know he created employment to the extent that he was rivaling the government of Colombia? But does that prevent him from being a criminal? The answer is no. He's still a criminal. He was destroying people's lives in order to give few crumbs to some few people. Let us not stop being deceived by, he's creating job. What people, the ideology, the abracadabra. Excuse me, I need to take how I wish you are on WhatsApp, my brother, so that we talk long time.
Just go ahead, sir. Just go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
So now this man I told you about, Escobar, he was killed in a firefight. He was arrested sometime and he built his own prison because he was sponsoring even politicians. So he became a rival to the government. But he was dealing on drugs. Do you know what is drug? Drug that is this. I'm coming. Drug that was destroying people's lives everywhere around the world. So, but he's helping people, creating employment to people, for people to make living. You understand? But that didn't exonerate him. Now,
can I come in here? Okay.
Let me finish. Let me come in.
Okay.
Now, what you said about people that are creating job, this and that, yes, I don't doubt it. A criminal can make money, go kill people and make money and come to a neutral place and create a job, build a factory. Does it exonerate him? The answer is no. What these people are doing, the stupidity they are distributing, instead of making sure that people hold governments responsible, that the ideology of people to focus on governments, they say no, they're focusing on God. So all those things now they use it to, just like they are also paying their own tithe. You just like Anene, Lawrence Anene. Maybe you are too young to hear about Anene, Lawrence Anene. He was a criminal, but whenever he robbed in a bank, he will go to village markets and start spraying some naira on villagers. They will start praying for him that he's a good man, this and that. But he was robbing and killing people. So I want you to understand that.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir, let me ask you, this Escobar you're talking about, I read sometime in secondary school about Animal Kingdom written by George Orwell. Yeah, can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
Go on.
Am I coming out well?
Yes.
Yeah. So this Escobar is like, I read a reference about Napoleon the Great in the initiation of Animal Farm written by George Orwell. Is Escobar a story of people's story or some kind of real story you're talking about?
It's a real life.
What you're saying
is a real life, my brother.
Are you serious about this? Okay. Okay, I have to submit my
Go on.
Something?
Yes, go on. After you try to listen.
Well, I think okay. The thing is that you have summoned me up to be submissive to your submission, because I came in the image of those who usually think that religion is playing good in their life. I want to stand out and do this argument, and let us see how it got traced out. Thank you so much. I'm in your shoes, and I know what you're doing. You're doing a great work, and I love you so much. Remember, bye for now. Bye.
Thank you. You know, I was speaking this my brother because he used to call on direct line. I'm telling you honestly. That's why I don't want to take much time. I just hit some things. Otherwise, if it's on WhatsApp, I will add more things. But I will say it during my closing remark because I have callers waiting. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Oh, I think it's our Wada Tina. Caller on WhatsApp. No, welcome to the program. Wada.
Thank you, Maz. You are doing a fantastic job. Disciples of Maz.
You are doing your own.
Superior arguments will always win. Biafrans, you're wonderful. Good afternoon, protectors. And make a little normal Biafra. I was ready. You are ready for us this afternoon, Master Jonathan. You are ready for us. You are loaded and ready. Thank you very much for your work. I am a Catholic Christian who thinks that Catholicism has helped my parents raise me with my morals, and that I cherish that. And in turn, I am raising my children in the same way. And my children are learning, and it's helping them in their life. But I have also since realized that the system in place where you practice your religion makes all the difference.
Of course.
So I called to ask you one question. Because when I was being raised in that contraction, when I used to think it was the contraction where I lived, but in Biafra land, the morning was wonderful. My people were wonderful. You could go from one village to another, and what is condemned in one is condemned in another. And today I live in Texas, of course, in the United States of America. The system in place here makes you practice the religion the right way. So my question to you is, do you and you all Biafrans out there also see how the collision of religion and the bad system in place in Nigeria is destroying the culture of our people and destroying our people? Do you people see it? If you don't see it, your eyes are not open. Here, I can send my child to school, in a Catholic school, and not worry too much about it. Though I am also going to supervise. We can go to church, and my children will sit and listen to the priest and know that what he's saying is true, and that the priest will be held accountable if he goes out to steal. If that priest goes out and gets a woman pregnant, the priest will go to jail immediately. So let me tell you, the kind of religiosity that is in the contraction and even practiced in Biafra land is so different. So different because the system is mired in corruption and all sorts of evil. So look at the guy that just spoke, talking about Olidapo or somebody, one of those Pentecostal people. They're the ones who get young children pregnant in their churches. They're overseers and they are whatever, the people that help them at church, impregnate young women, subdue each other, commit all kinds of atrocities. But yes, they have churches and they employ people. We must learn to see that the system is very important. The political system in place is very, very, very important. And we, Biafrans, will come into synergy on that. Even my brother who just spoke, actually, is on our side to know that, yes, this is destroying us. Religion is actually helping in destroying us because the system is not in place. And the synergy that we have come up to now is that we must restore Biafra and then put the systems in place that we know will work for us and our children. If we don't do it, we are doomed. And thank you very much. You know, they call me Dr. Money now. So I must mention that the only way for us to survive is to support ESN. If we don't support ESN in America and around the world, we are doomed forever. And our goal must always remain that our leader must be released unconditionally, and that contraction must give us a referendum so that we can rebuild our system in the way that Biafrans know how to do it. And when you claim your life and rebuild your system according to your own life, according to your own morals, then you start living the life that God really made you to be. And Mazi Jonathan, thank you very much. We're looking forward to listening to our First Lady on Saturday. I cannot wait to listen to her voice and to know that she's well. We are praying for her, and thank you for bringing her to Radio Biafra. Thank you very much, sir.
There war, Wanda, there war. Remain blessed. We must continue. I have a caller on Signal. Caller on Signal, welcome to the program. Please go on.
Mazi, good evening from here.
There, Mazi.
Thank you very much. I think, sorry to ask, this our sister that called Natina. She's the one that hosted this last what they call the fundraising in America.
Of course, she is.
Please give her my number because they have not called me.
Okay.
You call me. I donated money so that I can give them the money now.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. So, my dear brother, this our brother spoke with you now. I think he's called.
I hope this number. Sorry, Mazi. Sorry, I hope this number is in WhatsApp. I hope so. It's on WhatsApp.
It's in WhatsApp also.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah. Okay. So this our brother called that was asking you that is one of the people that have hope that the religion makes something better. It's called, I think, that guy. I love him. I like to listen to him when he talks.
Of course.
So, my dear brother, this argument you are talking now came out today in the afternoon during Mazalogy's program. One of our brother Anna here called from Ozobulu. I was bitterly complaining about how they shut down Bakasi adoration. And after that, I wasn't comfortable with that. Then I have to call and said, I personally, Chris, I would have preferred all those adoration be shut down. Because you are looking at he's looking at the advantage of those that are helping. Those that are helping from the congregation. But the damages is causing is more bigger than that good. And that is exactly what they tell you. Exactly what they said. Let me give you another example.
Silent nuclear weapon. Silent one.
The same thing now politicians are doing. These politicians are sitting our money. They are helping some people, paying school fees of some people, taking them to hospital, giving some people job, but the masses are suffering. So you see the thing, they are taking money from belongs to the people, and they invested it into some few people they like. And that is the same thing the politicians, the church are doing to us. All the bishop or Reverend Father adoration and other things, they pick money from people by offering or from politicians, and they use it to help some people they wish around them. But instead of to build a community development, which will be taken care by the government, and by the virtue of this, it is the money of the people they will use to invest in all these things. The money that belongs to the people, not money that belongs to the politician. Money that in Europe where we are, people see any government achievement as their own, because they believe that they are the people giving the government money. What is happening in Nigeria that making some people confused is that they are selling oil and using the money to do some project. But here in Europe, you see your tax. After you have worked for maybe a month, he end up to, he's supposed to end up to 2,000 euros, and government took 500 euros from it as tax. And they'll give you paper, a payment slip showing you how much you're supposed to earn and how much government took from your account. Now you begin to realize that it is your money that these people are spending, that they're not doing you any favor. Therefore, once they are not doing things correct, you will be angry with them because you are giving them your money to do something for you and they don't know doing it. Now the religion make people, because they sow hope to people. People believe that the things, for things good to happen to you, have to be. You know, that's the yesterday I think you did a program with the Medusa, and I was saying something that religion creates a lot of problem in our life. Because I told you that in every section or every part of life, there's a place you bring a Bible to qualify it or to disqualify it. And that is it. Let me tell you one thing they do. They said that before God will bless you, you have to be holy. You have to be somehow decent. Before you expect God to bless you, either to be rich or selling hope to go to heaven. So what do? You have to be very gentle. So for people expecting this blessing from God, they have to be holy, doing things. That is what makes people to be. It seems that they are civilized or they are calm. That religion are changing people. Because this person is expecting something from God, either blessing for rich or to go to heaven. And that is why he's calm. But here in Europe, what made people to be calm, to live a decent life, because there's civilization they have, and the government. A white man in Italy here can do something now. He deny it under your face before you deny it. But what will make him to prove that is there's a telecamera, a CCTV can show what he did. And by the time they show him the video, he will confess and say this one. If not that, we naturally are more decent than them.
Of course.
Despite of their religion. Despite of their religion.
Mazi,
we are more very decent.
Mazi, let me interject a little bit before you continue.
Yeah.
You know, development and advancement plays a very big role. You understand? Technological advancement, it plays a very big role in maintaining law and order. Just as you said, normally human being is created like that. Human being created is living on logic. He can deny. After all, let's come to Bible. Abraham denied that Sarah was not his wife, she's his sister, because there is something there. But because of internal camera in the dream, you know, because I want to save his life. That is the nature of human being. So, you know, when you try to deny, the system put in place cameras in order to, they'll play it back and see that you did that. You know, you watch pranks. Somebody will throw money or telephone, and after somebody will pick it, not knowing that the camera was watching. When the person will just come back and say, well, do you see my money? They say, no, he would deny. Even if not for that camera, you would call him an angel. But when he tell you that camera have been watching you, you become ashamed. You understand? So religion, development doesn't come on moral ground. Human being is normally, every human being is morally corrupt, whether you like it or not. It is the collectivity, the system put in place. We reverse human being by force. That is law. That is law. That reverses human being, brings him back to the right system. And after that law, you know, it becomes a people's pattern of life. After one generation, it becomes a people grow on it. They will be taught this during the kindergarten, down to even honesty becomes a subject from kindergarten. Patriotism, honesty, how you can, even if you make mistake and didn't pay for one object in a supermarket, when you come out, you see that, oh, I didn't pay for it. Now you have to, the system, because of the system, you don't know whether they saw you in camera. You will go back in order to avoid tomorrow's catastrophe on you. That is the system, not religion. Religion, moral ground, that is why horrible things, people use religion to commit horrible crimes because it's something of morality. No law is only moral. Do your thing as you believe. Mazi, go on, please.
But thank you, my brother. But in the same Nigeria where they have millions of church, can't you see the crime going on there? Apart from the government, the crime going on there where they have Nigeria is the only place they have thousands of churches and adoration ground. But the crime going on in Nigeria is not going on in any other part of the world. Because the system there does not. How many times police kill people that are doing the investigation? They didn't find out anything. Do you know that the person that killed the what is they call it, the Elizabeth, the son's wife, the Queen of England, the son's wife, they are still doing the investigation up to today, and they are bringing facts from out. So these are the things are going around. So my dear brother, this brother, that this is the same argument you made now came out in the afternoon today. I think you called during that afternoon. That was the same thing because not you. Is that your brother I'm talking about? So now this argument came out that they locked down Mbaka's adoration ground, and this our brother was complaining that the Mbaka is feeding thousands of people. It is not meant for church to feed people. It is meant for government to feed people, to take the responsibility of their people, their populace. So those money they are giving you in the church, so where are they getting that money? Is people donating that money? And here, people doesn't donate money to church. And those money they're collecting from church in adoration ground, 30% or 20% are coming to Europe here. And to help to feed other people. Do you understand? So now, but you in the name of God, you do offering. People donate money, they share it, some go to the diocese, from diocese it come to the Vatican. That is what, I don't know whether I've stopped it, but formerly it was like this. Now, but what am I saying? If not the hope they are selling to people there, people could have reacted how condition things work, how things is bad for them. They tackle the government. But for the fact that they are inside, they are selling up to them, it makes them to wait till when blessing of God will come. And they don't know that those are delaying them are the politicians. Even the olive oil they are selling, they are making olive oil to make more money in Europe because they're importing almost millions of olive oil, but their red oil was not allowed to sell in Europe. That is the thing. So it's a common sense. So what people should not do, religion cannot change you to be a good person. What makes you to be a good person is the society. I remember when we are growing, there's no police within our community, even the whole of Oru East, Oru, or even Oluso, I don't think they have police. But this now police full everywhere, but crime is still going on. But because of that time, we have a system where we practice within ourselves as Ndi Igbo. We don't call police to each other, rather we settle it amicably. And everybody says the truth. Thank you, Maz. I don't want to so that other people think. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
And you too, there, Maz. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I'm calling from Ireland.
There, Maz. Mazi, go on, please. Mazi, are you still there? What is happening? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Yes, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Okay, just hold on. What is happening? Why are you not coming up? Okay. Go on, please. Go on. Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It's okay. Go on.
Okay. As again, I'm calling from Ireland.
There, go on.
Mazi, na-agwa gị na ndị okwu na ụka a ya ma hafụ ndị okwu na ụka ọ ya m chọrọ ikwu ka ịfụrụ
yeah, this argument you shouldn't be brought. Any where this for me, there's no point of people arguing about religion and rules. So, if I'm listening to all these things, how can someone say that religion is can make someone better over the rules and regulation of the country or maybe of the government? It can never. When you see, onwe ihe religion, onwe ihe ọsọkwa gị wụrụ senti nwenze wụrụ senti nka ọnwa bịa like this, you must fall. That is why you are a human being. But if there is a law put in place, onwe ishete na ime ife a nwanne, why do people think that Biafran land is a sacred land? I'm talking of Biafra land before, the current Biafra land now. Because then ejideghi nke izu oyi enye gị physical treatment ọhụ nke gị na your gods nwee dịka ihe a na-ahụ kịta na-eje n'ime ahịa kịta na-ejide mmadụ nke a na-ezu ohi ma ọ ije na market Ọnịcha asị gị na ejide one man ma one woman with 100 naira asị gị na ka ebe ndị mmadụ ka ebe that kalatasi our ancestors our olden days ancestors. Also, we are one or something. Aquaria, as it may give for you. Onye no so good dear. Onye have manchedi or manchedi china. Oya mako dikia. Gin nazoka, gin naza ijo caprice Bible. Ponkaya, again the man I just for those people self in a joke and ask na Bible and come. They have all done at the wicked in higher sword. I'm telling you out of experience. Forget all those. This people shouldn't be bringing those arguments up. I'm telling you the honest truth. So, Mazi, another thing, because before I'm land up, before you land up, that's another thing I want to say. You said in your because before which only you put the local basalo ikwulu okwu gbasara ka ihe na-ekwu na ndị mmadụ sympathy ihe ndị ọcha na-awụ eme charity ndị ọcha na wee mee pictures na onwe ndị African country eti African country na onwere na African the poor ihe a wee eziokwu because somewhere one certain comment which on from football Sadio Mane one sky country na Tina Sadio Mane no yes no na-save ego nke a ka o wee general ndị Senegal aka na their boy he said ndị ebe a comment say who told you? Did Sadio Mane told you people that he's doing all those things? If you want to post this kind of a thing, post a video of him saying it. In the Facebook, you have 14 days suspension. Comment. So all these things will something.
Why will you post that? Why will you post that Africa is not poor? That you know why? Because it's a trademark. Just post a picture, even if it's photoshopping. A picture of a black man helping a white child, feeding a sick black child. I mean, white child. Can you post this on the Facebook? They'll block you because it is not. It is not their going to their narrative. It is not what they want. They are the people that owns it. So what they want to hear, what they want everybody to see is that perpetual help on Africa. Oh, Africa. No, look at Mazi. Let me say this. Look at what we are going through. Have you seen the Vatican? As we Christian people, who they are burning churches in Nigeria, have you seen them lobby seriously to stop what? Because they have the capacity to lobby seriously to stop what is happening to Christians, to Biafrans, as Christians, as their own Christian brothers in the Vatican. The answer is no. But if there is an outbreak, complete war, you see one St. Francis branch of a Catholic will come to help feed. They will hire plane to come and feed the Biafrans with Garega Bon. Or now one news. Oh, they are the Kwama and they share all over the world help to save Biafran children. You know, It's good, but they would have done to prevent it. But they are not doing it. So you see that Kenya fits the narrative they want to show to the whole world all the time, in order to continue putting Africans into that perpetual cage they want us to be, as people that are poor, people that needs perpetual help. You know, Mazi, please go on.
Mazi, my problem is not the poster. My problem is the same our African brothers commenting, because I was reading the comments there. I was shedding tears. The same our African brothers, you see most of them say commenting there, yes, yeah, and there, yes, thank you. I was so bitterly, I don't know how to explain myself, you know. My problem is not the poster. My problem is the people commenting. You see the same African people supporting what the person posts. It's better not to even comment at all than to even, anyway, like you said.
No, you continue commenting and steering controversy. It is part of the awakening, because our mentality have been programmed one-sided. We start acting. We continue acting on sentiments instead of reality, instead of thinking, critical thinking. Our leader told us to think, make critical reasoning. You know, the Europeans, they are awakening, they revolted. Their revolutions were based on reason. That they should remove themselves from this belief. Mythical God say this and that. The Bible say, obey your slaves, obey servants. They said no. Why should we obey someone? Why should there be slavery at the first time? Why should we be slaves working hard? Are they not human beings? So they revolted, and their revolutions put religion, relegated religion to the background. Now they started reasoning. They started putting everything on the altar at the altar of reason. That is it. That is simple. That is what we are trying to see here. Remember bless. Thank you very much. We must continue. I have a caller waiting. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yeah, there's Jonathan. Can you hear me, sir?
The whole world is hearing. Go on, please.
There's Jonathan Jishike. Our Biafra land belongs to we, Biafrans. Biafrans all over the world. I am working to Ejika. And I'm from Olu province, Biafra. And I'm calling from Aba province, Biafra. On this earth, we have no other land except this land, and we will get it. This God that owns this heaven and the earth and every human being and every other creation, we are his children, and we all know idiot at our village. If you are a Biafran, Ipob, just be focused. Listen to the OS. Listen to the chicken. There's only one who couldn't teach me. They're not joking here. Jonathan, political awareness. I'm calling from Abba. Jonathan, let everybody living in Abba knows that we are dead completely. But to have the government. From Abba. Okay, see, Baz. Which person is not suffering here? No road. Nigeria, everything in Nigeria is just fed. That's because Nigeria is a fraud. And then our leaders said that Nigeria we return just to make a kidnap on. And United Nations, our leader, unconditionally. Are we joking? Our leader is a Biafra, and the leader of Ipob, no scratch on his body. You think that then the Kanu come here to joke? Then has finished his assignment completely. 1%. Oh, yeah, to go away. With that opposition, there will be no position. Then Jonathan, which religion in Nigeria, Muslim is consuming them. Christianity is a religion of foreigners. What's the question? Then in the earlier 60s, you got to put on a compound, the game which I got Corolo sing, but teacher, my baby, teacher, me says, I can't tell you, Lukwa. The God that owns this earth has a temple in Arochukwu. Britain destroyed it. 1904. That Nnamdi has seen everything. Why is the world so wicked? Yes, is here. That's an ordinary voice that is using complete. But yes, is a complete thief. FBI in America, then the Lord knows more. America is not saying that we are killing. That Nnamdi is in the hands of terrorists. That's that proving to us that we have no right to exist. Because the America. That's well. But instead, see, Fulani will never get half each blood. We damage this one, every party perish. Is it that right? To go to is a Biafran. Then the Jonathan, the educational sector of Nigeria is there. Our Shara teachers so medical aspect of Nigeria is there. And doctor so our security aspect of Nigeria. Terrorists. All our going to them by the Inner Kutan jet and I will show me I never could whatever. I get a of the married. Okay, see, as a pass out now when I go to Moko. Look, 7 days of the Kutan jet. And the Jonathan, Biafrans all over the world. I give any son of Nigeria than Paul show to Biafrans. The Kanu, all these governors went like one better. Asaba, as a kuto, Nanago. You were shame. If not Ipob, I Jonathan. I have forgotten. It's not going to oh, I said Jonathan. It's okay to say with the English name. I let the slave to be head. Mohammed, Ipob, we are one family, very formidable. Make no. I don't call anybody when I come to shake. Oh, I'm not like I don't follow. Let me question you. Then the Jonathan, you go so I join. Then the ticket goes in. Squawking and sings them. Then the Leviticus chapter 1 and Leviticus chapter 2. Very important. And Deuteronomy chapter 8. The land to possess. Then the Jonathan. Deuteronomy chapter 8. This land. Anywhere with anything idol. Yeah. Now we start to quote Biama. I went and just say Father Bishop, Pastor. Then I was I get with 10 million and I got with the bow. But that is just the boy. Yeah. This land belongs to the creator of this earth. And then the Kanu. The Copenhagen. Jesus said, I hope I am Thunder Babuko and Dara. Okay, proposing Apollo the weekend, but the man of the Mouth from 7 days. All these governors, all these leaders here, Nalanga. About the Dolangano, Sashaya. That's how the little machine will be. You have a telephone room here, friend. All saying that no more panime, one over the world to Fushama Kahapro. That is no Lila Hinna, the Papa. Gobla no case in the chip Pamaho. Naka, Gloria, Nafu. Oje. I mean, I know much more about that.
There, woman.
That's Jonathan. Oh, I don't want. Why Biafra?
Almost here, Biafra. Thank you very much. I'll pick the last caller who is on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
There, welcome.
Yeah, Mazi Nwachineke, God bless you. May God bless our leader Mazi Nwachineke, and may God protect him as he protect Daniel in the lion's den, and never allow the enemy to near him, neither to discourage him. And may Chukwuka bring him sooner than later to finish the assignment given to him. Because when God starts, no one can stop him. All this is asked through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Mazi Nwachineke, what I want to contribute in your topic today is what you said at the beginning about what the Western world is using African people to be doing. You know, they use Africa as a political punch bag when it comes to evil. Any evil they want to advertise or to talk about. Africa is what they will present. From an example, I think I was in the city one day. I saw one man from France. The man is from France, and the man is carrying a cup. This cup, after they wrap it with paper, they will open it, and they will be begging money, putting coins for them or notes. So at that cup, they ran it with the African children that have running nose and tears, and the flies full in their nose, full in their face, everywhere. So he come in my front and begin to ask me to put money. Ask him, I have saw the cup, I know, but that kind of thing make me angry. I asked him, what are you asking for? He said that the African people are too much hungry and sickness here, that hungry want to wipe them out, that they are collecting money to help them. I tell him that he have to take this cup and go and meet Macron in Paris, because that France is the one that reach the whole money to feed these people. That if France is reaching 500 and something billion every year, that the money to feed these children and feed you. This is what I tell the man, to feed you. So you have to go and meet Macron, because he is responsible. He asked me, I tell him that I'm not talking of the one that he pretend is written, and the Portugal and the Belgium, that this is only France. So don't tell me that African people are hungry. Then he become ashamed, he carry the cup and go. So during the coronavirus, they start again. They said that this coronavirus will wipe Africa out, Africa. Even the wife of Bill Gates said that he see millions of dead in Africa. Coronavirus, African people is what they use as a headline, as a punching bag during the coronavirus. And when this virus starts, it nearly wiped them out. This virus does not even show face in Africa. So now, when Ukraine war starts again, they say that hunger, that Ukraine war, that this Ukraine war, that is Africa, it will wipe 4 million people out from Africa, because all the food, all the bread African people is eating is coming from Ukraine, this and that. So they are punching Africa, that the African people have begun to die of hunger because of what Putin is doing in Ukraine. And after that agreement was made, and Putin, they open now the seaport. Now today, the news break out that since they opened that port, 40 ships of wheat have left Ukraine. And now they're asking where did those ships go. They say that it's only one ship went to Africa. And the people that is arguing, they say, what of 39? They say 39, they ask Ukraine said they don't know where they went, that they just export it, that they're not the one, it's not their work to foreign ship to know where they went. And the other man told them that all the 39 ships went to Europe, Western world, Western Europe. That Europe is the one that took the other 39 ships, that only one went to Africa. But Africa is what they present when they are making the case that is hunger want to free African people, that they have to open the wharf for the wheat to go to Africa, that African people have finished. So African people is what they are using as punch bag at everything ever. But what pains me is that those people that call African leaders, they see all these things, they are behaving like Johannes and Igbo, or so-called Igbo elders. They will not talk pain, even when Fulani is talking, cheating in their mouth. They cannot reply. So all this thing now, you can never see any African president come out and say, now they have released this wheat, 40 ships. You say we are hungry, you are fighting for us to release this ship for us. Now they have released 40 ships. Now only one came to Africa, Egypt or Morocco. Now you have occupied 49 and they are eating it. So you are the one who is hungry. You're not Africa anymore, but you present Africa in your BBC, Ancestral and CNN to bring the wheat out. So I think, but I'm not blaming them, as our leader said, because Africans are not even helping themselves. Africans are dead people. So coming to our own Nigeria, if you go to Nigeria now, that's your sister you are talking about. He said he told you that he's a teacher. They are going to school once in every week, every 2 weeks. If you go to him now and ask him, do you want? He will tell you that he like it like that. That she like it. That is now that she's going only one time in a week. That he created time for her, even to do, to go and organize another class in secret where he's making more money. He's organizing students and tax them. He's making the other days. He will collect money from them and put in her own private purse. That is now he's making more money than the school. So after now, he will go to government and collect even the one that is making. So our people like evil. If you go there safe and you cannot even discuss with them, you will leave them and go. Just go to Nigeria one day. Try to discuss with one person there. It will be impossible. The way they are, all this evil, there's one I'm discussing one day. He told me that they catch us in Europe with law. This is why we are not making money. That here you are free. Just find your way, make your way. Open, you will see money will be coming. You see that this country is very sweet. No tax, no government disturbance, no this, no. Just to make sure, just open your way. You see, this country is, if they like it, and the politicians know that they like it, and politicians is following them like that. They don't even want that country to be rebuilt, to begin to function as a country. They don't want any race. They want it to be destroyed every day, so that the more they be doing their evil, nobody will question them. No law. You settle police, you do this, you settle the lawyer, you settle chief judge, you go your way. They don't want things that will bring them to justice or to make them to live right. From A to Z, then I begin to ask some of them, then why there's church everywhere? They are not answering that question. Why did you beat church in every street, 20 churches? And you legalize evil. You never want anything good to be established. You are enjoying evil, but church is everywhere. Is this church the evidence of good or evil? They are not giving answer to that. But what I have to do and what I have to contribute, what our leader says, we will not stop. When we restore Biafra, we will crush everything and we will make a new foundation from dust and ashes, so that our children and our grandchildren will have a race to run, because now we have no race. There's nothing like black man race or Igbo race to run, because of how corrupt Fulani have destroyed that shithole called Nigeria for past 50 years, since after the war. Thank you. This is what I have to contribute this evening. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is truth. This is where I'm going to end taking calls. Please do not call again. I forgot I have another schedule which is also ongoing right now. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. What I talked about today is political awareness. With being politically aware, people can be able to rise up in order to understand the need to build a collectivity or a government that is profitable for everybody, not just for few people. They deceive people in Nigeria. They deceive Nigerians with excuse me, I sipped water. They deceive Nigerians with doing little thing. That is why I say sentiments. Somebody will be deceiving people, telling people to trust God. Do you know what it means for somebody to be on television every day, making people to understand that the solution to problem is prayer? People grow on it, praying to an unseen God. I'm not saying that prayer is not good, but it becomes a system. Forget about worldly government. That is what they tell people. Forget about worldly government. Make sure that you are right with your God. One of the things that destroyed our land, Igbo land, one of the things that destroyed Igbo land in this advent of Christianity that started 180 years plus ago in our land. When bad people, listen, people that committed crimes in our land, that are supposed to be punished according to the law of the land, according to our tradition, either banished or, sentenced into sentenced to community hard labor, because we didn't have jail. They are now they were the people that went being absorbed by this Christianity. Listen, the demise of our people, of our land, is what started. This is how it started. People that committed different crimes, that slept with their brothers or their neighbors' women, wives, that supposed to kwanala, supposedly suffer, kwala, normal, according to our tradition. Now, these missionaries, they know that to show them the easiest way, the easy way out, they absorb themselves, forget about this culture, it's an evil culture. We are in the time of grace, everything, all things have passed away. Just go and do confession, and your sins will be forgiven. That is the beginning of our troubles. And these people now, they became church members, became catechists, became even turned to reverend fathers. These bad people now are the people, we are the people that now term the real Indians and also as idol worshippers, as evil people. Back, things fell apart. Even our people became confused and say, what type of people people that come from nowhere we don't know? Start changing our culture. Do you understand the bewilderment many of them will be having? Do you understand the surprises? Oh, people that did wrong in our land, now they are the people now start carrying Bible, start teaching. Europeans, they know how to play politics of disorganization, divide and conquer. Using these people now that's supposed to, because they know that if you people didn't follow us, go back this, you'll be ashamed and go into the punishment, either exile or the normal punishment. So you have to stick with us. Hebrew Bible, there's a one day preaching in these and also the upright people in our land. That this, what you are doing is evil. You are idol worshiping. You are this and that. That is where Chino Achebe said things fell apart. That is the reality. So when you see people that are preaching all these things, I call it silent nuclear weapon, deceiving millions of people, that they should not count on their government. They should put their trust in God. You don't know the damage. You don't know. You don't know the damage these people are causing. When they will market politicians according to the highest bidder, they will make them place these politicians, these people, horrible people that should be checkmated by the population. Now, these clergymen in their various churches, congregations, being watched by millions of people all over the world, will, be showcasing the politicians as upright. Oh, God told me that this will be the solution to our problem. Oh, God told me vote for you. They are using psychologically destroying our people. And the resultant effect is today. Tell me a system. Tell me how you pray in a mosque, a mosque for 5 times a day, and you come out. For you to get to work, to get job, you need to go not through merit. You need to pass through somebody that knows somebody. If it is a woman, you sacrifice, you give your body, and they sleep with you. It's the system. If you want to pray and fast, go to church, and you want to get that job, you do it secretly. You pass in a university as a woman, you give your body, you offer your body. That is the system. These are the secret things that are being done. That is why I tell you there is no way religion can make you a better person. You know, individually, just as our sister Tina said, you can be raised up individually as a good person, morally upright person in your family. Okay. But when you grow, you come into the world and you sell the system that, look, now me work Santa Maria, but you need to play the reality before you get a job, before you pass through this and that. You will put that morality and behave according to how they say it. You understand? You buy handouts in universities. If you don't buy it, you will not pass. So whether you are a born-again Christian or a born-again Muslim or a born-again traditionalist, pray till tomorrow. You will go and buy it. Otherwise, you will not pass. That is the system. That is where system is superior to religion. System controls the religion. Therefore, the first thing is to fight for a good system, to establish a good system. And in order to establish it, people have to be politically aware, political consciousness. That is political awareness. In order to reason, you have to have that common sense. We should start reasoning. Common sense. Europeans, they were religious zealots all the years of their lives. But they saw that it didn't help them. It never helped them. They were suffering. Only few people were eating. Until they start asking questions. And they rose up in revolution. They revolted. And the resultant effect is that they changed the system. And that good system they put in place since that time is why they are progressing today. Because they thought in another way around. They started thinking in another way around, using their common sense. And they relegated that thing they were taking as supreme religion. They relegated it to the background. It became a mere culture, their normal culture. But the system brought out a law whereby everybody, it dispensed, or they started dispensing justice. Not according to your caste. Maybe you are from the family of the royal family. No. That is why in France, an ordinary citizen slapped Macron and heaven didn't fall. You try it during the Christian era in Europe. You try to slap a monarch, they will butcher you, just like in Nigeria. But the system they put in place, inside the Macron, inside him, let me tell you, he would have loved to skin that person alive. But he cannot do it because of the system put in place. So he pretended and laughed and said, okay, because the system is there to checkmate everybody, including the ruling class. And the person, it was just like that. If Macron, as a president wants, he will sue the guy for battery. After all, even an ordinary person, you shouldn't slap the person. So, and it becomes maybe he will be fined, or he will say with the reason he will be hard in a court. Why did you slap the president? Because of the policy, this and that. And the judge will say, okay, go, no problem. He's a public servant, he's your servant. So you can slap him, no problem. That is the system they put in place because of political awareness. In Nigeria, people they are not politically aware. That is why they are politically dead. And that is why the politicians are dealing with everybody with impunity. Because people cannot rise up. They are not aware. They are not conscious of the system they are. The religion has taken over everywhere. Pray to God. Go and pray 5 times. Oh, your problem is not is your family. If one of your family members is this and that. Is your forest? Is that tree your house? So they absorb the politicians, the political class of any wrongdoing. As our brother said, the politicians individually, they are sponsoring some people to go to school. Touch them, they will tell you, oh, look at what I did I'm doing. I'm giving people work. I'm giving people money. That is true. But why are we then crying that they are evil? Because, that one thing Peter Obi said, I love. He said, you are not elected to be a public servant to make people happy, but to do the work. That is it. Not to make you become temporary happy. Oh, he gave me money. Oh, thank God. He started the work for me. He gave me money to start work. What of other millions of people? Politicians, political class, leaders should put in place a system whereby during COVID-19, people will be receiving money, should be receiving money, receiving assistance, like other places. But in Nigeria, no. That is the system. Whether they are out, they are in or out, another person takes it, that system continues. That is what we are saying. It's not because, governor, this man good, though, he passed, he saw me, he gave me 2 million naira for me to start business. And because of that, he's a good person. No, he's not there to be a good person. He's there to do the work. He's there to make legacies that changes people's lives positively. That is what we preach here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to this program. We must continue what we are doing. Remember, Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our ideology. Biafra is who we are. Do you understand? Biafra is our ideology, is who we are. Without Biafra, we are nothing. Because we are still in search of our identity. Until we found out that our real identity, after all, we are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Nwachineke, from here, it is simply good evening.
Ọchịwa bịala m ọzọ n'uwe onye kara aka onye kpọrọ akpọchi ike ye ọchịwa na London uwe yie dije ihe ji ege eme na Manchester udele na-eri ozuwe udele na-eri ozuwe udele na-eri ozuwe udele na-eri ozuwe okwu ụzọ dị mma udele na-eri ozuwe vampire ndị moye udele na-eri ozuwe ojobara kwaka udele na-eri ozuwe ojobara emoji udele na-eri ozuwe okwu ụzọ dị mma udele na-eri ozuwe vampire ndị moye udele na-eri ozuwe ojobara kwaka udele na-eri ozuwe ojobara emoji udele na-eri ozuwe ụzọ dị mma udele na-eri ozuwe vampire ndị moye udele na-eri ozuwe ojobara kwaka udele na-eri ozuwe ojobara emoji udele na-eri ozuwe